Have you made out with someone that has no tongue? Like shit don't like even come out their mouth?
I mean, I can kiss you without having tongue in my mouth. You can still kiss sexually without tongue in the mouth.
You can peck her. You can't kiss her. You can.
You don't suck on lips. You don't. And we're back.
Oh, damn. The energy is there. The energy is there.
All right, we're here for another week episode. We got the crew back and a very special guest. To my left, we have the main man, Deli.
Yep.
To the left after him, we got the bald-headed Dominican. And to the far left, special guest, boss woman, Miss Natalie Rodriguez.
Before we start this podcast, I said I had an announcement. Can I get a round of applause? Round of applause real quick. The BBC community followed me.
Yeah, hold on.
That's valid, right? Squatty, the gym workout video's been working out for me and stuff, so it's good.
Wow.
No, that's not the announcement. The announcement is, I seen one of my old friends, baby mamas, I love the baby mamas, give Jimmy with the freckles a chance. Round of applause for Jimmy with the freckles. Shout out to you.
And are they together?
Wait, are they working out? Is it? She looks happy.
She has a baby mama, like she has a baby with someone else, and then she's with Jimmy with the freckles
I know,
now.
but does she look more happy?
Yeah, married and everything.
So Jimmy with the freckles is cleaning up someone else's
Jimmy
mess.
with the freckles, but he had his own kid too, so.
Okay, there you go.
So
Happily
two baby
ever
mama,
after.
maybe daddies and whatever, but she has an announcement or a secret or.
I don't have.
She doesn't want to say.
announcement.
Yeah, she doesn't.
Yeah, I don't know. What is it? Open.
Oh no, I brought you guys something.
She brought us something.
Okay.
Very nice, and said bring cups because I don't know what that means, but.
Well, because AJ, for those that have been listening to your podcast and just listen to AJ in general, he is like Nuetra's honorary employee. He's like the spokesperson for Nuetra because he be going hard. People swear he's on payroll. I almost did put him on payroll because
Yeah, you had to.
So I know he was heartbroken that we closed, and I know he was probably gonna be hungover because yesterday he came in the morning.
Heartbroken
special.
in the world.
For all you guys to share, or you may end up needing plates at some point. But there's coquito French toast in here and some bacon.
So we needed cups, but we didn't need plates?
No, I didn't tell you because if I told you you needed plates, then you guys would have known I had food inside there too. But no, so it's Sunday, so we can't not have Sunday without mimosas. We gotta go out with mimosas, and
I thought it was Sunday. You can't have Sunday
I
without
thought we
going
were all
to
going to the
church.
store together. What is it?
I thought you were gonna say.
Well, okay,
it's
you
Sunday.
can't have brunch without
You can't have
mimosas. How
going.
about that?
That's right.
You can't have a
That's
brunch time
Okay.
spot podcast.
Tell you
without
what,
mimosas.
it's a hit every time.
And these
If you
guys
missed
drink
it,
coffee
you missed
and
it, you
someone's
missed it.
hungover down there.
Ooh, I like the vibe.
Yeah, I want to
I
crack
like
some
the
stuff.
vibe.
And
Oh, 100%. But while we cracking, can we conversate? I have a question. You said this is.
Go first?
No.
No,
what's your- that was your question?
this is with Jimmy with the freckles.
Oh, Jimmy with the freckles.
yeah. So
Round of applause one more time for Jimmy with the
No,
freckles.
because why does it take so long for women to finally realize that the good guy is the way to go?
Women, the good guys. Jimmy with the freckles.
Wait, but why does that mean? Wait, I don't know Jimmy with
It
the
don't have to be Jimmy with the
story.
freckles.
Jimmy
There
with the
is,
freckle is always like.
his name's not Jimmy. He's Jimmy to us.
Yeah, but explain.
Oh,
But
okay.
In our
explain.
hearts.
You have to explain what Jimmy the freckle symbolizes.
It's
Okay,
it's like the not flag guy, maybe the overlooked guy, the really nice guy. The
Okay, but did they have a chance like before? Like, did they meet or did they just meet
No,
now?
the friend
Because-
zone. Dude,
no, they friend zoned them, and then usually after a
The
few
guy-
bad
yeah, the guy that always-
relationships
I
or a
think-
few kids, they
I
want to
think that
go
it's
back to
because-
Jimmy with the freckles.
You know that guy's like, he's husband material, but I'm not ready, so I'm gonna go keep going out and having fun and enjoying more life until I'm husband material, and then you lost your chance because he's husband material to someone else. That one. Was that the explanation?
And with that, did you have a Jimmy with the freckles in your life?
No, I'm just so okay.
Everyone
So
has a Jimmy with the freckles. Don't say no.
so no comment, but I think that I think the so you need a friend zone person though. So I don't think that it serves its purpose when they do have that friend zone person because maybe they really weren't attracted to that person. Like they could be really dope people. Like you could have a really dope person that you could see yourself with, but maybe they're not actually attracted to them, and then maybe it comes after. I don't know, but I could see you being like not physically. I couldn't be with somebody I wasn't physically attracted to, so that would be.
But
hard
some
for
people are
me.
attracted to like chains and Gucci shirts and pants, and they could be the same guy. It's just they're not wearing that, just wearing white tees and shorts. You know?
Yeah,
So,
well,
like-
I was gonna say, have you ever experienced somebody that you may have not initially been attracted to, and then after maybe vibing, and like the personality really like overpowered the looks?
Wait, repeat that.
No.
You've never had that happen?
No,
Somebody
I
that
mean,
you
I've
The
maybe-
vibes don't apply to
No.
the looks. You said.
I mean,
No,
the
what I'm saying
vibes
is
is still
somebody
cool,
that
but it
you
was
met that you may have not initially been attracted to, but you know, after chilling,
There's
kicking it,
another
whatever, the vibes were good, and then you kind of low key became physically attracted to them.
No.
No, you never experienced that.
No, I mean, maybe I've experienced like that. I would become more attracted to the person because of personality wise, but still never to take it to that level because I was not physically.
I feel like it's like the opposite for the guys. Like I feel like once we're like in high school, like middle school, we always want that bad bitch, the one that's like, you know, even sometimes like.
I don't think so. I disagree.
Not in high school?
You don't disagree? Like
No.
the guys, and then after like I feel like once we're like in our 20s, we're like, yo, we're looking for like the boss woman.
Yeah, no.
I'll take that.
I think because some
Well,
guys,
in my
some guys
case, I feel
never grow
A lot
up.
of people's cases.
Some guys never grow up. Like they still with the like, the hood rat crazy lady. Like
Yeah, nah, you see it. I thought you see it for me. Ratchet's like a.
But some
turn
people
off.
live off that. I like myself a little crazy. That's
Yeah, a
because I'm
little
the
crazy.
normal, like, casual.
So what's a little
relaxing
crazy
guy.
that you're like, damn, I like that.
Oh, like, you know, looking through the phone crazy, you know, be like, why you outside? You know what
Oh
I'm
wait,
saying?
who's that guy that just saw? He was on a podcast the other day, and he was talking to the girl. He was talking to the girl, and she was like, "She's like, are you trying to hit on me?" And he said, and he replies back to her. He was like, "No, you're not my type." She's
Oh,
like,
what
is
funny
your
Marco.
type?
You know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about?
funny Marco.
Yeah, with the.
He's like, "What is your type?" And he was like, "Oh, I like
With the
baby
weave.
mama, pat in the head." He's like, "She
Where's
cheat
my
on
baby
me.
daddy?
Where's my baby daddy? Where they?" He's like, "Plus, you don't even know who Tupac is." You have to actually watch more than just that clip because there's a whole episode.
It's
It's
the white girl
hilarious.
too.
I've
That's
seen a
now
couple.
awkward. You know what I'm talking about?
Ooh.
That podcast.
No, I've seen it,
with
yeah,
the
yeah.
awkward white girl and
Yeah.
him. Whoever put them together, collab of the year.
Hilarious.
But he's
That's
like,
funny.
yeah, we're my baby daddy type girls that, you know,
Pats
tap their
the head.
head and, you know, this and that. Yo, he went crazy. Like, it was like a minute long about
And
that.
he had the straightest face saying it, so
That's
he
how
didn't
he
even
does it.
crack a smile at all.
rough.
That's how he does it every single time.
Yeah, so I'm wrong for that comment?
Jimmy for the freckles?
No, for like the guys.
Like crazy bitches? Early?
No,
Yeah,
I feel like
early,
I
that's
feel like
how it
I
was.
feel like when you're younger, I feel like guys really don't care. They're not really looking. I mean, you subconsciously like think you're looking for a relationship, but I think they're fighting someone like just attractive enough to fuck.
I just feel like women
When
wait
you're
wait
younger.
till they're a little older to finally be like, yo, like, all right, I need to find me myself a good guy.
Jimmy with the freckles.
Jimmy with the freckles.
Need a Jimmy with the freckles. But can we start the podcast with the ladies' question of the night?
I don't have.
Morning. The fucking morning. You ever
It's,
got any questions?
it's afternoon. No. I mean, you know what I was trying to think. I've had a long week. I've had a very long
Talk
week.
about some long week. Ask
So,
us about our long week.
How was your long week?
Is it only women's long week that we're
No,
supposed to be
I'm supposed to go first, and you expected that I had a long week.
Okay. So what kind of questions do you have about long week and
Okay, I got one.
stress and
Because the only thing that I've been able to like not pay attention. Well, the only thing I've been actually involved in paying attention to, and it's so crazy. But like 6ix9ine and Yailin
Oh,
opinions because I'm obsessed. Right
I didn't know
now.
who she was.
I'm so
think-
obsessed with this whole like I'm obsessed. I'm actually starting to become a fan
You know who
Of
that
who?
is?
Of who?
of both of them.
I'm
so
a 6ix9ine fan.
I think part of it, I feel like she's an opportunist and he's a master opportunist.
Oh, easy.
But
So
I think
you
that
have
they're
two
genuine though.
No.
You think so?
You don't think so?
Not
I
that
think
6ix9ine don't
no.
do
I
it.
think that they're having fun. I think that they're really enjoying each
I
other's company.
low key, I feel the same way.
I think it
6ix9ine
might have started off as I was
Could
gonna
have
say.
started up, yes.
It could have started off Mark because she even dyed her whole hair his color. Like,
Right. Rainbow?
That was just a wig.
oh,
His is a wig too.
Alright.
Remember he went to jail, he had to cut it.
but fucking, I think it may have started off as like marketing. You know,
It was
opportunity shit.
marketing.
And then I think, like she's saying, they might low key like really be vibing and having a good. They're like around the same age too. Isn't she young?
She's gonna be 21.
Did you know who she was before that?
Well, no, not before Unwed. Just like with Unwed.
Yeah, Unwell put her on the scene.
Oh, that's on.
I
Not
know.
That's
That's
Unwell's.
Baby
That's
Mama.
who he left
Yeah,
Carol
got
G
him.
for,
Yeah, okay,
which was
that's the
dumb
same
because
girl.
And
Carol
I
G
hated her
is
for it. I hated her for it. Like, I
she's a
really did
20
not
out of
like her.
10.
And I am becoming a fan.
Of the song, of the music, or just her?
Just her. In
Her
general.
BBL does not fit her body.
No, she kind of has this.
Oh,
like,
She's
little
real
bump there.
I haven't even
flaquita,
seen her.
but like what
I
she
didn't realize
is.
how young she is. She's gonna be 21 this week.
Yeah.
Because he had posted something. Because like I said, I'm involved now. So
You saw the post that Noelle did? So she like brought 6ix9ine to see her grandma. And Noelle was like,
Oh,
damn,
like she's-
you told me your grandma was dead.
Oh, was that a meme though? Was that
No.
fake?
no, he
He
commented
tweeted
under
it?
it. Under like it was like Latin World
Because
Star or
6ix9ine took a
something.
picture with her.
I seen that. I'm telling you, I've been watching this whole.
And he's
storyline.
such a troll that 6ix9ine is the type to know your ex told you her grandma's dead. Guess who
100.
I'm meeting?
Did it purpose?
Like he's that guy. Like
Yeah.
I can't stand him sometimes.
I feel
really
like
can't.
I feel like he's a likable guy though. Even though as much as you
Yeah.
can't stand him, he'll do something.
He just
he's
did.
like-
He did what it took to get. Matter of fact, we were just having this conversation before the camera rolled. I'm gonna ask Nat. Do you feel in order to get ahead, to get rich, I'm talking about a certain level of rich, that you have to do at least something, one thing or more illegal to get there?
We were talking about like high level. Someone's always done something dirty to get. To
It doesn't
that
have to
spot.
be
Yeah,
illegal.
when you-
Like,
when
I
killing
don't think
somebody.
necessarily illegal. I
Or
think sometimes
shady.
you have to finesse a little bit. I feel like
At the
I mean,
top.
there's always because or you just.
But if you think about like,
There's a lot of figuring it out though. Like when
Think-
you're trying
think
to get
about
to
your
the top, you gotta
top-
figure it out. So I think figuring it out whether it's legal.
think about
I
your
mean,
top 5 richest people that you would know, right? And then think about their history or rumors that have popped and stuff. You're probably like, oh shit, like
Some of them are products
They-
of their environment though too. Though like some of the illegal stuff. Like look at Jay-Z. Like look what he built, but like he was a hustler, but because he didn't have a choice though in the
I
beginning.
mean, everyone kind of has a choice.
I
but-
mean, that already has
And my
some
thing
ways
about
on
it
it.
is, my thing about it is,
Please.
and I love Jay-Z. I'm not even necessarily talking about him selling drugs to get the money to fund his stuff. I'm more so,
Sprinkle, sprinkle.
That looks fire, bro.
What is sprinkle? Or you just say that because you were sprinkling?
I said, well, my kitchen in the kitchen.
Facts.
I seen it on
said that.
TikTok.
No,
Wendy did. That's a girl
Oh
thing.
yeah, that's a. It
Did
was,
you just say that for fun?
I said it because we say it in the kitchen. Sprinkle, sprinkle.
But like
Okay.
girl code, do you know what it means or no?
no.
That's probably some Gen Z shit.
I definitely am not hip to like a bunch of like.
We aren't either.
Yeah, but we.
I'd be like, my kids be saying stuff, and I'm like, okay. Cap.
You don't know what cap is?
No, I do. I'm just saying.
Oh, okay. You just an example.
I
they're,
just like,
they're,
I like to
Dude,
like,
just-
throw
dude,
words
just
out
cap
there.
so somebody
They're like,
said,
that's not even how you use the word, mom.
somebody said something the other day. It was an old head, and he was like, "Yo, I'm rolling," and
Oh, yeah.
and I looked at him, and I was like, "We're like playing dominoes," and I'm like, I didn't see no weed around, and I'm like, rolling what?
E.
See, you're an old head because
Damn.
I did not
Yo,
know.
grandpa head.
Look at you. I didn't know
Ain't nobody
either.
You didn't know either.
Yeah.
When our generation
somebody was
says I'm
tripping, they were
rolling,
He
rolling.
said it here. I thought he meant he was out. He's like, yo, I'm rolling. I said, oh, all right, bro. Be easy.
No, because it would be roll up. I don't know. It would,
Yeah.
it would be
Rolling,
But-
rolling. Like, just rolling up.
I'm rolling. Like for me, if I hear somebody say that, I'm thinking they're rolling.
I mean,
like,
I didn't think that anybody still did anything like that, but so it's like
Yeah.
I would be like, what? But you know,
That's crazy. I didn't know, and I'm like, wow, it's so crazy how
Is that a
the
norm?
the generations-
generation of ages of people's ages.
now
Is that a
older
no?
than me.
No, I'm older than him.
How old are you?
We're gonna do this on camera.
Oh, my fault. I'm saying you're
Older than me.
AJ's age group.
no,
you know?
I'm 39.
Exactly. You're in AJ's age.
That's damn near almost a
You're in
decade
your 30s,
older
bro.
than me.
You're in your 30s, right?
I just
Oh,
turned.
aight.
All right, first of all,
Are you trying to say she's 40?
I'm
She's not 40
29
yet.
with
I'm
not 40
experience.
yet.
She's not 40.
Not
She's in your
yet.
30s. You're 30s.
Still
aight?
almost a decade older than me. That's a big
Yeah.
difference.
I still got 3 years.
Bro, if you think about it,
I
think
remember
about
when AJ was in diapers,
facts.
so
Facts.
I'm older than him.
If you think about it, even 3 to 5 years, it may not seem like a huge age difference when you're like babies, but you have a cousin that maybe you're like 13 and that cousin's 10, and then you really separate. Like it's not until you get older. Like that makes a huge difference.
I think 5 years. 5 years, and think it does make. When you get older, it doesn't make such a difference, or whatever. But I think that there is that age gap. There is like certain things that you're like. Like my brothers are like my brother's 5 years younger than me, and my other brother's 7 years younger than me.
I got a question.
See a lot of things with experience.
What's the oldest? What's the youngest you're going when it comes to dating?
my favorite question.
Ooh.
The oldest, honestly, I don't know. I think in the past, I've gone as old as 10 years older than me.
Okay.
But would you go as old as 10 years older than you
Nah.
now?
I don't know.
60?
No.
Get 60.
in the 50s.
Yeah, he bugged.
That's 20. That's 20 years.
Plus two is four. You knew what you asked. You knew you were asking.
I know you guys are gonna do that. I'm asking.
She's
if
in her
she would go
30s.
6. I'm asking if she would date more than 60.
I think
I
honestly,
he went
I don't even know how
10
he
years.
did.
I know you
I didn't
guys-
realize that.
I know you
You're
guys
crazy
are
for
gonna do
that.
that.
You at least said 50. That would have been way better. You said 6.
I think-
That's 20.
I think
Bro, I'm asking if she would date a 60-year-old because you said I don't know.
Probably wouldn't.
You see?
No.
So 50.
even if he look good, body go crazy.
Some people take
But no, but the thing, no, it's not even about like the looks or whatever. But like what can you actually like? I don't know. I don't get it. Like,
What can you actually what? We want to hear that. What can you actually
what can you actually like have in common? Like, you know, like when you're vibing out to certain music or whatever, and I'm like, you know, rapping to my '90s rap or whatever, but you want to, you know, sing, you know, Tina Turner. Like what do, you know, how is that?
What's Tina Turner?
I mean, wait a minute, time out, because I sing whatever. Like, I love all kinds of music. So like,
Yeah, no, but I
literally-
feel what you're saying.
You put the radio on for me, and I'm singing like whatever song.
He's
Like,
probably
all
he's
my
listening
friends
to
are
like
like,
Run
what are you
DMC.
crazy?
All right.
But
So we went.
we went. I go as high as 10 years.
Okay, we touched
I've
up.
been as
What
high as
about
10
what
years.
about as low?
Yeah.
5?
5.
I feel like that's my cap because I've honestly like I couldn't. Like, yeah.
So you wouldn't go, let's say 24-year-old that just
Hell
graduated
no.
college.
No, absolutely not.
Really?
No.
24. That's young.
What about
No, but he
30-year-old
just
that
graduated
opened up
college,
their
got a
business?
good head on his
Well,
shoulders.
24 is mad young. What about 30-year-old that just opened his own business and you see a nice individual that's getting his life together?
Still too
No,
young.
because you still don't want somebody getting their life together. Like you want somebody who got their life.
No, he
together.
locked in his business. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you got, no.
He was spending his 20s getting now he's
Yeah.
like 29,
How
30.
How about love?
Like
We're
that.
talking about relationship. Do you think love is really blinded?
I love you.
Me too, buddy.
Ooh, the focus is
Like
fire.
in what sense?
Facts. Hand me one, DJ.
Yeah, facts. Pass one too, brother.
This man started munching. I was like,
I seen him. He's like, oh, it's really good.
I've been,
Yeah, it's really good, guys. Let me not share any.
I've been eyeballing
Oh,
that
there's bacon
shit.
too.
It's love really blind. Like say you fall in. First, do you have a type?
So I had this discussion
Everyone
the other
has a
day. I don't.
No, I don't think I have a type.
I don't have a type because if you
Everyone
put
has
a
if
type.
you put a lineup of like anybody like that I've like been or I'm attracted to,
all
like
different?
they're all different. The only thing that I can say that literally the only thing I can pinpoint is the eye structure. Like somebody who has like eyes like that are like pointy and so like I don't. It's more like the eyes that kind of go down just a tiny bit. Like
You go by eyes?
no, I don't. But the only
Yeah,
thing
you
I can
see
find
that-
in
and I
common in
gotta
any of
put
the
that-
guys, it's that.
Who has somebody famous that has eyes like whatever you're describing?
Drake?
Is it, does he? I don't know because I want to put the
I mean,
picture.
Drake is fine, but probably so. Yeah,
Drake has eyes like that.
probably. I'll tell you right now.
Just
Look
okay.
at the picture.
Or Drakecito?
Drakecito?
No one has a picture of Drakecito in their mind right now?
I can't think of his eyes, but I think
man.
that they're probably like that.
Telling you.
So eyes matter?
Okay, no, I'm not saying I look for that. I'm just saying that what I have in
That's
common.
the only thing her exes or people she's met with have in common is that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they're not
So
Asian?
she
Yeah.
doesn't realize that, like, she's like, oh, I don't have a type because
Like, because
they all
Drake and
look
Romeo
different.
Santos don't look alike, and I think they're both fine.
So they're not Asian.
What?
Whoa.
No, Achinao, no.
Okay. Why are you saying what? Like that's not a valid
No,
question.
not Asian. He's just talking about like the I don't know how you say the
Nah, I get what you're
in
saying.
Spanish Achinao, like yeah.
Shit, fire.
That's
Fire.
This is my first
If
time.
you missed, you missed.
just
I'm
had
sorry.
that
If you
for
missed,
I
if
had
you
the
didn't get
last
the
time
chance, you missed. Just you
This
missed.
brunch on Sundays. Psst.
You missed. You'll never know.
Listen, we were talking about it a little earlier, and I missed the question, the time frame that I was supposed to toss the question. But are we attracted to someone who plays hard to get, or are we attracted to someone who doesn't have time for us? Big difference.
Neither.
Yeah.
We're not attracted to people that don't give us attention, and you're like, oh my God, she didn't text me for like 12 hours?
I think someone in the middle, bro. To be honest, not.
Yeah.
No. Maybe when you're
I agree.
younger, it's you got that kind of like. First of all, I'm older now. I'm tired.
We
You
know.
know, I got time.
I ain't got time to be
Well, we
chasing
know.
you around.
This bacon is crispy.
You either
Yeah, but-
you either gonna play the game, or you're not gonna play the game. This is what it is. Like what
On
I'm
to the
saying.
next one, if they
I'm
don't
not,
play the game.
bro. I'm not chasing nobody. I don't got time for that shit, bro. I'm not chasing nobody. So no, if you're playing hard to get, then I'm gonna play hard to keep because I'm out. And
Is that a bar?
Yo, bro. Send that to Drakecito.
and if you are too busy, then because I firmly believe like yeah, people are busy, but you make time for what you want to make time for.
Exactly.
People always check the
The
phone.
word busy should not be in anybody's vocabulary.
That's what I'm saying. I don't get how people, those people that believe like, oh, he's too busy to text me, or like they don't text you for like 8+ hours. Nobody's ever too busy or not looking at their phone
100%.
for that long. So,
And I'm gonna tell you right now.
And if
people-
you are, you're weird.
Yeah,
But the too busy conversation also comes with like the gym and stuff like that. Because too busy, you're like watching Netflix. That's not busy, bro.
Yeah.
Too busy, like whatever.
Maybe you're working, like
Playing
working,
video
you can't be on
games.
your phone. Okay.
Yeah, that's valid. But playing video games and,
True.
and Netflix at the end of the night is not too busy.
Too busy is your own personal standard because what's too busy for me
Mm-hmm.
might be different for what's too busy for you.
So we
what's
also-
too busy for you. So like for me, if I'm seeing you and talking to you
I'm gonna cut him off.
2-3 days out the week, then
Okay, no, but see, this is where people
like
like
her already.
when you say you're not too busy. So one thing I've been trying to learn and work on myself is what are my standards and what I feel is correct are not what other people's standards are and what other people's are correct. 'Cause we've all been taught differently and we've all grown up differently. So I'm still a work in progress. But for somebody who may say they really didn't have the time, maybe they really didn't have the time. Maybe they don't have the capacity
For
to
one
even
day,
handle.
maybe.
Well, but maybe they're stressed out and stuff too. Maybe they just can't. Like, there's days that I don't even answer. Like, I mean, if you look at my phone, I probably have like 200 unopened messages. But it's like
I hate notifications.
maybe you just didn't have the time, or you really didn't have the time to answer at that moment, and then you forgot and whatever, you kept on, and you're just really that busy. But then.
but
Being able to be understanding of that person's stuff, because yes, no, you can't be too busy to just text somebody like real quick or whatever. But we were not all raised the same, so we don't all.
I hear
have
you.
the
But you said
same-
okay. So you say you have 200, but that's
not
okay.
200,
That's
let's
okay.
see what it is.
No, I know, but that's okay.
20
if-
notifications?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's okay. But it's okay to leave whatever the other.
Yeah, I can't do that.
It's 336.
So okay, so leave the other one. Hold on. It's
Leave
okay
what?
to leave the other 199 and don't reply. Because they don't really matter. But if me and you have something going on, I would expect you to at least text me. Hey, today or this week has been crazy. Let me know. You know.
Yeah.
what
Oh
I'm saying?
yeah, not leave me in the dark. Like
Yeah,
if I call
yeah.
you, pick
Yeah.
up.
well, I'm not
Not
saying that. I
No,
wouldn't.
I'm saying that.
Yeah.
Oh,
If I
you
call
say
you-
if you call me, I
He's like,
I'm saying that.
I'm saying that. If I
you
call-
ignore me all week, but if you call me, I pick up. That's what you're saying?
No, not me. Not me.
You
no,
say
I'm
you're
saying-
busy all week.
No, I'm saying you're ignoring me, but I call you, or like you need to pick up.
Okay, so if you call, okay, just text messages and you call, you have to pick up. Okay, cool.
I would say like
But a text
everyone.
message, like,
I
you
would
know.
say no matter how busy you are, though, everyone has it for everyone has it in their day to send a quick
I mean, you
good
could be
morning,
on
a
the
good morning
toilet.
text.
Doing
Well,
your business and literally be like, hey, my bad, everything's really crazy. I hope things are good. I'm really busy. I'll get back to you, whatever.
On that good morning
It's that
text,
simple.
if you wake up next to somebody, do they deserve a good morning every single day? If you wake up next to each
Nah.
other happy?
Nah. If you wake up, if we're right next to each other, we're what? It's just good morning, a
I
kiss.
got shitted on for going straight to the shower and taking my poop in the morning and not saying good morning when we wake up next to each other. Is that crazy?
No, that's crazy.
You used to text me good morning, and now we're sleeping together.
It looked like she wanted. It looked like she wanted to defend it, but then she thought
No,
about it. It
I
was
don't
like,
want to defend it. No, I don't want to defend it at all because I've been there somewhat.
But does that make
no,
sense?
I think it's
You
stupid.
used to text me good morning all the time, but now we're sleeping together, and I wake up next to
Yeah,
you.
nah.
And you don't say
And
good
Is it
it's-
morning.
nice? Is it nice to be embraced when like they wake up before you and like whatever or maybe they get up and get you something to drink or whatever wake
Yeah,
you
but
up.
good
Hold
morning.
on, no, I got a question. Does it ever say you have the perfect man, and every morning
Nobody
he
has
gets
a
you?
perfect man.
But listen, scenario.
I'm the perfect.
Listen,
Let's get that
every morning. Hold on, every morning he gets you breakfast in bed.
Okay.
Is there a time when you'll be like, damn, this is too much? Like I don't want breakfast in bed every day.
Hell no.
Who says that?
I don't. That's why I'm asking.
All I know is
That's why I'm
breakfast,
asking.
ladies. Hit me up.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, pass the bacon. The bacon's nice and crispy. No. Why would you get? I mean, it's a necessity. You have
Because
to
I
eat.
feel there's some women that be like, they would be like, yeah. Well, actually, I seen this, but they're like, I can't be in a relationship because he's too perfect.
That's crazy.
You guys never heard
I've
that?
heard girls say that
I've
somebody's
seen
too
that, but
good,
not like
that a
that.
man is too good,
What's the thing about breakfast
or
in
he's
bed?
I've never had those.
he's
problems.
not I've heard girls say like he's not like
Alpha enough?
strong enough. Yeah, that like I feel like I'll cheat on him and bully him because he's so nice.
Told me that the other day. He
I'm
said
like,
shorties would cheat on me.
You know how messed
let
up
them be
like
the
you
alpha.
sound insane in the head that this guy is so good and so nice
I seen videos
that
like
he's too nice for you to date him and you're gonna end up cheating on him. Like what?
But that's why I talk about people.
What kind of generation do we live in?
All right, what do you feel about alpha females?
Alpha female, I love them. Take care of me, baby. whip my ass.
See, like
I like it when you're an alpha, but also know when to submit.
yes. See, I think there has to be the perfect balance, but I think that they can only submit if the male becomes that alpha as well, though. If you don't show that alpha, you're gonna get drowned out. I'm an alpha female, 100%.
But now here's the thing: you can't be demeaning that man's alpha title just because you're an alpha.
No,
Like,
I'm an alpha,
there's
but I'm saying like I'm an
there-
alpha by nature, right? Like
Yeah.
I'm just like I'm a business person. Like I just like things to get done. I like things my way. I just whatever. But you tell me like no, or like no, we're gonna go do this, like, or you make the point. Okay,
So what do you think about the cheating generation and this older demographic of people saying that men need more than one girl and this polygamy? Yeah,
Yep.
what-
Polyamory.
Just poly.
yeah, the poly one.
Poly.
Poly.
That word.
Poly works.
Before we say the wrong word.
Polygamy.
What do you think about that? Polygamy. Ah, why the fuck?
Pele
What
calamari.
No, because there's polyamory too.
the fuck is that?
Oh shit.
Polyamory, guys.
No, I think he had. Was
Educate.
it?
No, she
Polygamy.
said two.
No, there's
It's
polygamy,
another
but there's
word.
poly
It's another
too.
word, sir.
There's polygamy. There's.
What's that one?
Oh my God! Hold on. See, you can't be
You
putting
can't
me
be
on spot
googling
like that.
stuff if you don't
I'm
know
gonna
off the top of your head.
You don't know
my
it.
head.
All right.
So, what do you think about those older gentlemen that need more than one woman in this generation?
So I took a sex ed class back whatever. I took a sex
And they
ed
said
class.
it's facts.
Huh?
Did they say it's facts?
No, so like the human body was actually never really made for like one person. Like the mammals were not like, that's why like dogs mate like with whatever, they don't have those feeling towards whatever. So we were actually not created.
To fuck?
Yeah. Well, like
have
sexual.
babies.
So like sexual beings of mammals, whatever. Right? We're mammals. So like we were created to
Reproduce.
reproduce. But so it's actually like a normal thing to feel like having more than one partner and stuff. Like it's not that it's right? It's not ethically right or whatever. Like,
But my thing about it is, why was it ethically right in the Bible in the olden days? If you think about it, Moses and a lot of figures in the Bible had 13 wives, 12 wives, 15 wives, mad kids in the Bible. Like, that was normal. I feel like whatever
my
the...
grandfather had mad kids.
Mine too.
Ho ho. 43 kids.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What?
I don't know
And
about
like 6
43.
wives.
Dun, 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 dun.
One wife and 20
Get out
kids.
of here.
Shooting all the clubs up. That's crazy.
He did not miss.
They had
He
a,
did not miss.
They had a farm and they used to like live off their land. They grew tobacco. They sold tobacco. He was a street vendor, and I was told that like from one of my great uncles. He told me like he used to remember my great grandpa with like cuts and stuff on his face and stuff. Like he used to get into street fights and stuff like back in little Puerto Rico, like snap.
43 is crazy though.
43
God,
kids.
Lee.
That is...
What would you guys do?
I got cousins everywhere.
What would you guys do if you had 43 kids?
I wouldn't take
I don't think I could.
Like 6 wives, like 6 or 7 wives. They told me
You don't think you could?
I don't think I could.
43.
Nah.
Damn.
Yeah, that'd be wild. Cause then it's like that's a whole lot of different personalities, a
That's
whole
like
lot of
multiple a
different.
year. Cause like how much are like? Cause he died young from what my understanding.
Yeah, that means you were
Minimum
like
once a year.
you were like off. You were having
Yeah, like
them.
3
You
people
were having
pregnant
them.
all, like for like 20
You were
years
having
straight
them
at
by.
the same time.
You were having them by 3s probably. 'Cause
Yeah.
If you had, or even by 6s, you had 6 or 7 wives. You probably had. You probably they were all 6 of them were probably pregnant at the same time, and you did that
A bunch of Irish
for
twins.
5-6 years.
Crazy.
That's wild.
That's too much.
Let me switch it up a little quick. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about financial situations and stuff like that. We're in a generation, where you can Uber, DoorDash, do a lot of things. And I seen a post on Facebook that people are making fun of people that went to school and still doing Uber, even though Uber could be a second or third, type of income that is valid because you can make your own hours and work whenever you want. What do you guys think about people that have a 9-to-5 or have their part-time job or have that hobby or gig and then still do Uber, still do DoorDash to make that extra little income?
I'm a fan of it.
Yeah, I
Anybody
love it.
making fun of them is a hater.
I'm gonna say, I do Instacart though.
Yeah.
I love it.
I've always been like since college. I've always been one of those people that have to have like at minimum 2 sources of income. I haven't had to live off one like income in a long time, and so for me, you get that. For me, I'm a fan of that. Anything that I could pick up as a side hustle, I will absolutely do.
I've had 2 jobs since I was 16.
And I'm a fan of creating your own schedule, which Uber and all those things allow you to do. So if I don't wanna work this weekend, I don't have to. If I wanna make all the money this weekend, I can. I'm a fan of it. If that's
I think anybody making fun of them like needs a life.
Facts.
I think
Because
that
those
anybody
people,
like making fun of whatever, like most of those people, they're sitting at home, not really working as hard or whatever. They don't really understand.
most of those people don't realize that you'll be looking at those people as moguls probably soon because they're probably not doing that second job to survive. They're doing it because one job is their bills and their living, and the other one is probably straight investments, whether it's real estate, stocks, or extra.
But even if they are using it to survive, like,
They're surviving.
so what? Nobody should ever be made fun of. Like, if I start working at McDonald's tomorrow, like, they ain't nobody saying shit to me. Like, there's nobody. It's just
Right.
a reality. Like, there's nobody that can say anything to me because half of these people just laid up at home not doing anything. So it's like, what are you actually saying? Because like I respect them. Like, you're actually working there. What I don't like is when you go to McDonald's and they like, what do you want to do? Can I get anything else? And I'll get anything else? And it's like, you know, bro, like if you don't want to work here, go get another job.
Yeah, I agree.
Like that,
Amen.
that pisses me
There's
off.
plenty of
Like,
jobs where you don't have
if you
to
don't
talk
want
to
to be here, like go get another job. Like that's not my problem.
I tell you
But
what, waiters
I don't
and
knock anybody
waitresses
for
down
working there.
south, so fire,
Bro,
so
fire.
friendly, so welcoming.
Fire service.
Anything you want, baby. You know
Where?
what you
South,
down
south.
south. Like I was just in Atlanta a couple weeks ago, and
Florida's the same
Cardi
way.
baby.
yeah, they're just
Friendly
super
girl?
friendly.
Sweetheart, all that.
Yeah, they're just and they're on point. Like they're even
Like,
they'll
look, if
they'll
you
even
see me working at Starbucks, don't say nothing. The benefits in Starbucks is crazy right now. Like, there's people that work at Starbucks right now just for the benefits. Like, they literally, their health benefits,
It's great.
like, I think are like one of the best in the nation.
What's the delivery service that's the same thing? Like Amazon competition?
yeah. I think Amazon
No,
does
not Amazon, the other one. They wear brown outfits?
UPS.
Yes.
No. What's the other ones?
There's FedEx, UPS.
DHL.
It might be FedEx. They make like 100K a year or something like
FedEx
that.
makes
No,
purple.
UPS makes 100K.
Is it UPS?
Because
Oh,
they're
okay.
union, bro. So once you get 3 years, they get like 40 plus an
Yeah.
hour.
And people didn't know that, and they're just delivery drivers.
That's why.
They
That's
make-
why I don't
they
know
make
if
bread.
you see. There's a couple TikTok that do that.
Yeah,
Those
they
are the
make
best
content.
by
I just
far.
delivered 100 boxes today.
Yeah.
I've had a
Well-
bunch of different jobs, and I definitely think delivery. I mean, in the wintertime, it sucks a little bit, but I feel like that's like the best job to have because
Drop
you're
off
really
box, you don't talk to anyone.
you're really your own boss. You're
Yeah.
vibing out in your car. You're like
you
when
own
I used to
hours.
kill it when I was like 17. I worked at Papagino's. I used to kill it, bro. I used to like.
Delivery and tips, pizza
Yo,
class.
they make money.
Yo, I used to make a
Delivering
lot of
pizza?
money,
Pizza?
and then they used to give you.
I tip good.
I think they used to give you like 10 or 15 cents per delivery on top of like what you were making already. So if I just was like I would zoom back, boom, like I was hustling and I was making really good. And nobody bothered me. I didn't have nobody to report to. I didn't have a boss looking over my shoulder. If I really wanted to be texting or on the phone, I could do that. Like, it
You're
was
on the
straight.
road. No one's around you. No one's calling you. No one's nothing.
Delivery was fire.
Yeah, bro. How do you call it? You said waitress called you baby.
Yeah.
What's one thing a waitress can't call your man?
We're talking about compliments and relationships.
I mean, can't call. Like, I don't know what they can't call, but I
Or
know
make
I.
you feel uncomfortable.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I don't think I ever feel uncomfortable, but there's been times that I'm like,
Because I know some girls.
like
oh my
no,
God,
like seriously, like
thank
some of
you
them
for the
literally, I'm like,
tip.
I'd be at the table sometimes and be like, bro, like they only talk to you, like they didn't even.
They
They're like,
acknowledge me.
Because they're gonna
she
pay.
literally just talked to you,
'Cause
and
he's
like,
paying.
no, because I would be like, it's my treat today, right? Like it'd be
Oh,
my treat.
so tell her.
and
And
she's
she
all
knows.
like, you know,
The girls know.
don't say anything, and then I'm like, yeah, keep
So-
bien lindo.
So that's why you think they do it? Because they think he's paying?
I think so.
Oh, easily.
Yeah.
Uh huh.
Yeah, but if you tell them like, oh, my girl's paying today, they'll do the same thing to you and become lesbian for the night. That's the best service in the world. I'm not trying to say.
Nah, but I think some girls are bold like that.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
I think some girls are
I
like
think
that.
some
Yeah, but
girls
they're
are
trying to finesse
some
an
girls
extra
are bold.
tip. Let's go to the bathroom in the back. You know, a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
You said you seen
Wow.
the
That's how it
A
works.
little extra.
That's
My
crazy.
fault, my fault.
You said you seen it.
On the table, knocky.
You said you seen a Facebook post. I also seen one, and it said, "Grown man calling roadside assistance for a flat tire is sassy as fuck."
Ooh.
I tell
Correct.
you, I drove from
Correct.
Mill Street to Main Street, running my rim because I had no idea what I was doing. I had to bring it to my friend.
Listen.
So yes,
I got my
alcohol.
first flat tire when I was pregnant, like 8 months pregnant with my son. By the time that any help got to me, I was already kicking the whatever the hell it is. 'Cause I don't know what's called the whatever mechanism they use. To
Oh, yeah,
tighten
I
it,
know.
the lug nut or what to
Yeah.
tighten the lug nut. The jack on it, I was kicking it to make sure that it was the tight as it could be. I had changed my tire all on my own with my dad on the phone, 7-8 months pregnant. So sassy. Figure
Think
it out.
so?
Take out the damn manual. Take out YouTube.
Yeah, but you're gonna break a sweat. If I don't want to break a sweat, I'll just sit in my AC and wait an hour. I don't give a fuck. And I have nowhere to go.
Sassy.
Money. If you're paying insurance and
You
AAA
see,
is down the street,
you see the robe.
I mean, yeah, so sassy.
I'm sassy. I won't break it. I'll do it, but I won't.
Dominican John said that he doesn't like old school traditional, like from the country woman.
Yeah.
That way, what?
He doesn't like
boring,
he doesn't
women that
like
just
old
cook
school
clean
traditional
from the country. Not passport
from like,
bros.
you know, straight from PR woman because it's too boring for him. He's like, I don't want you to just cook and clean and like
Stay at home and do nothing.
that's crazy.
What do you think about that?
I think that's crazy.
Why? Why is that
She's
crazy?
an alpha woman. You can't say she's crazy. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
you can't. You're literally
You're talking to the wrong person. but-
Yeah, he's literally saying he wants the alpha.
Mm-hmm.
But even as an alpha woman, I'm pretty sure you're still cooking and cleaning.
right. So
and-
there's bonuses to this. There's levels to this shit.
So it's an extra package, big bro.
So you're saying I'll settle for the cooking and cleaning, and he's saying I'll settle for the cooking, cleaning, and bossing up.
No, he wants to
No,
be
he's saying
bossed up.
And that's
He
true,
wants to
but
be
that's not-
bossed
It
around.
doesn't matter. It could be a boss woman that cooks and clean too. You just feeling stupid right now.
Bro,
I mean,
last pod, you said that if you were asked to be a stay-at-home
I
dad,
would.
you would.
I don't learn how to cook and clean. I don't give a fuck. What's wrong with that?
Can you date a
Sassy.
Hold on, can you date a stay-at-home dad?
Absolutely.
What?
Stupid.
Absolutely.
He's
like,
like,
what?
not like you. He's like, get off the pod.
Why not?
He's like, why we
Wait,
invite her?
why not?
He's like, this is not the person.
How does an alpha
You don't gotta
female
be alpha, dude.
how does an alpha female say yes, I'll date a stay-at-home
to
dad?
work.
Because I'm alpha.
She don't want to do
That
this
makes
stupid
sense.
shit at home.
Okay, but an alpha also, like you said, I want to be submissive sometimes. I want to be put in my place sometime.
Okay,
like,
when I get home.
And he's not doing that.
That doesn't
He
mean
could be
he
great
can't.
at
Doesn't mean
that.
he can't do
Just
that.
because he cooks and clean doesn't mean
Yeah,
not good at
doesn't
bed.
He's
mean
still got a whole nother job.
He
If
can
he's at
still
home
choke
taking
you
care of
out.
the
He
kids or
can still
whatever.
do this and that. Fuck you talking about?
All right, yo, DJ's wild.
That's not how it works?
I don't even know what he said.
I said he can still choke you out. He can still do this and that.
He still slap around.
Still go down.
Sounds like you want to catch a domestic.
I just feel like people don't realize what stay-at-home moms do.
What do they do,
Nah, it's a
buddy?
lot of work.
Yeah,
it's a lot of work.
but that's what I'm saying. They just feel
Listen,
like
I'm home
People
for
like
like
AJ.
I'm home on like usually Mondays and Tuesdays are like my admin days, and like I be burnt out. I'm like, all right, back to the restaurant I go. Like I just
And that's crazy. They're older too.
and they're older. My kids are older. Like when they even when they were little, it's like it's a lot of work.
yeah.
My cousin has 4, and he goes, they love McDonald's. Thank God I don't have to do anything. Just bring them McDonald's twice a day. I said, what
Twice
the
a-
fuck?
twice a
Like, they just eat chicken nuggets and fries, bro, and I don't have to do anything. They're so happy. I said, okay, I guess. And if that's that easy, then let me have 3 of them.
Have I met this cousin?
Yeah, same cousin we're talking
Man.
about.
That's crazy.
He has 4.
Jimmy with the freckles.
No. They know.
He's
This is Dominican with the bodega stuff.
Let me switch it up real quick. Has anybody here ever started a fight, or their girl or man started a fight over social media? For example, you know how social media tells you when you're active on a social media page?
Yep.
Like Instagram will tell you like the
Oh,
green
no,
dot.
yeah, back
or-
in the day.
No,
Oh
it's
yeah.
still active right now.
Like you haven't-
Wait. Let him get through the question. I got this. I'm going first.
Okay.
So, but if you don't kill the app, you're still active. I was sleeping with my app still open, and someone thought I was up at 3, 4 in the morning when I was sleeping at 9 p.m. So
We're
like,
fighting. We're gonna fight. We're fighting.
We're fighting because
Don't
I'm
let that
active
green
on
dot me up.
IG, but I'm sleeping.
Don't let that green dot be.
We're fighting.
Oh, so you're the green
Remember
dot.
what you said earlier?
No, listen.
I call you.
Matter of fact,
better pick
matter
up.
of
Yeah, she
fact,
did
matter
say
of
that.
fact,
Don't let that green
Matter of
dot
fact-
be up.
matter of fact, I took off my own green dot so that I wouldn't see anybody else's.
Oh, you can turn it off.
Yeah, and if you shut yours off, you can't see
Toggle
nobody
it off.
else's.
You have a crazy
Well, I
bitch on
gotta-
you.
I gotta
So you
turn that
crazy? Shut it off because then you don't see anybody else's either. So then you
Okay.
can't even have that toxicity.
But has
Yeah.
any-
Okay, but
has social
will
media-
it still show the
Yeah.
last time you logged on? Like was active
No, I won't tell you that.
25 minutes
No,
ago?
No,
or-
no, I won't say that.
not if you shut it
Oh,
off.
DMs do.
DMs do, right?
Yeah,
No,
DMs
you
because
shut it off.
Everything
You
shut
can?
off. Okay, she
Shut
can
it
shut
off.
off.
Okay.
Okay, so
He's like,
No,
yeah,
because
let's
I
do
used
that
to
right now.
I used to
Gentlemen,
have
shut it
somebody
off.
that
You
be
hear
like,
everybody? You can shut it off.
I messaged you 30 minutes ago, and
And you
your
were active
your
20 minutes
IG
ago.
said
Uh-huh.
you were active 25 minutes ago.
I hate
like,
that.
But let me clarify. Have
I've
you guys
never-
ever like hopped on IG, scroll for 2 seconds, look at your notifications, hopped on TikTok, hopped on Facebook for 2 seconds,
Yeah.
you weren't really active, but it's
And then
tells
fell back
people-
asleep.
No, not fell back asleep. It's
But I'm
on a
saying
daily
that's
basis.
that's happened. I could
Oh, okay,
literally
so
get
that's
up, go
it.
use the bathroom, check it real quick, go to sleep,
Yeah.
and then.
And then
but
it tells people you're active, and then you weren't.
have you ever woke up like in the middle of the night or 2, 3, 4 in the morning, whatever, looked at your phone, might have clicked a message, read it, but it really didn't process in your head.
nah,
You fell
you
asleep.
fucked up. You fucked
You
up.
fell asleep.
You fucked up.
And then when you woke up, you realized that you had a message you never responded to. No?
That's your fault.
Get in that, Crystal.
That's your fault.
Yeah, I'm thinking that message is not that important.
Bro.
That's your fault, buddy.
You're on your own with that
At
one.
3, 4 in the morning, your brain's not even
I
active.
don't know, because if that message says, hey, yo, I just got in a car crash.
Would you probably wake up?
That's what I'm saying. But if it's a message you don't care, like, oh, yeah, fuck it.
Damn.
You're on your own.
That's crazy.
What do you
I
guys?
have been active though. I have been active
On what?
and told like
On social media?
on like social media. Like
Until
I have been
somebody
active,
wasn't
and then
active?
I've gotten text messages like, "I'll tell your other boyfriend." I said, "What's up?" Like, what? Like I went to the bathroom, I went pee, and I just checked my messages real quick. Like, I'm not really active.
Oh, so you had crazy men that do that. There's a lot of crazy men out there. I don't know.
You like jealousy?
No. I mean,
means they
wait.
care.
Everybody likes jealousy a little
It
bit.
means they care.
No, everybody likes jealousy.
What's the limit? What's the limit? Like the boundary to like, yeah, this is not jealousy.
I left a shorty for
Like,
going
this
through
is
my phone.
cute jealousy.
Yeah.
What?
Wait, what did you say?
I left a shorty for going through my phone.
No,
Yeah.
you can't do that.
I can do
Yo,
that.
how about
I mean,
this?
you can do that,
She
but-
drove
He said I did it.
about
Yo, don't go too much detail.
22 hours to
I
see
said
him.
20 no, she
and
drove home
his,
to the left.
his stuff, her stuff was packed. And he was like, you need help with this? After she drove like 22 hours to come see him.
Bro.
That's not the moral
He could have broke up with
That's
her.
not- that's
He
not
could have.
submissive.
He
The
could
moral of
have
the
broke
story-
up with her over the phone.
No, 'cause
like
if
you.
you're a respectful
She drove
man
across.
that doesn't cheat on women and you love women and you treat them right. There's no woman in the world that should be going through your phone. That's a lack of trust. You understand me?
Why does she have that lack of trust?
Because I'm a very nice person.
You gave her a reason.
No, I didn't give her no reason. I'm just a
Give
very
her a
nice
reason.
person. I'm a lovey-dovey person. I love
Sometimes-
At some point, you gave her a reason.
You know what? Sometimes I feel like God is telling you, go
Leave
through
her.
that phone. And that gut feeling,
My bad.
like, you know, something happens.
8 times out of 10, I've gone to a phone.
You found something.
I've been correct.
Yeah.
And she was
That's what
wrong.
I'm saying. I feel like God told
I
you.
had to drive 20
What
miles.
happened the other 2 times?
I was happy.
You were happy that you didn't find anything?
Yeah.
I was happy.
I was like, okay.
But do you
I got
feel
this.
fucked up for going through the phone?
No.
That's fucked up.
The 2 times you didn't find her, do you treat that man better after?
Yep, absolutely, 100%.
And he doesn't
Did
even
you
know
tell
you went
him?
through the phone either. You just,
Tell him?
you just,
Absolutely not.
You just randomly
Okay,
cooked them
she told me
breakfast.
She fucked up.
You just
She
randomly
told me.
cooked them breakfast and like.
I
he's
love you
like,
so much, baby.
You
You're the
got, the,
best.
you got the royal treatment.
You're the most loyalest man in the world.
What got into you this morning, baby? Oh no, I just love you. You're such a great man.
I just woke up and realized what was in front of me in my eyes.
Jumping on the bed like, good morning.
Oh,
Yeah.
I had a girl that used to go through my phone, and her dumbass would never X out the apps. And I know for a fact that when I went to bed, the first thing that should not be popping up is like my Messenger, because I barely even look at Messenger.
No one uses that shit. Yeah.
Like, so that's like when I see Messenger is open, I'm like, then I figured out like, oh, shorty. Then I look, I go X out that app, and I look, okay, Twitter DMs, X out that app, Instagram DMs. X out. I'm like,
No,
what the
you're always
fuck?
supposed to cover your
All these
tracks.
shits are in my DMs. Like,
Did she find anything?
AJ, she was a rookie.
yeah, rookie.
Definitely rookie.
Rookie.
Super rookie.
And how about this? And Snapchat fucking logs you out anytime somebody logs into your shit. So when I go to open my shit and I'm logged out, I know I'm like, that's what really did it for me. At first, I was like, man, was I tripping? Was I drunk last night or whatever? Like, was I looking through messages? So the Twitter, the Instagram, the Facebook didn't really get me. It was when I'm logged out of Snapchat and I'm like,
See, if somebody did that to me, I wouldn't even know because I probably have like 30 apps open in my phone at all times.
no, when I go to click it and you're in the main menu to log in, that's how I knew. I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah, the only thing she found was messages from 2000, like messages from 2015. A girl that I used to talk to in like 2015.
And you got in trouble for it?
And we were in 2018.
After getting cheated on, who forgives more, the women or the men?
Women. Women. Men are be
I
saying
never
they're
forget.
crying.
I hear
Men
too.
cannot get cheated on.
I'll never forget. What?
But men will take it better.
Men can't. Men. Not that you can't. Men get cheated on. Yes. Men can't take getting cheated on the way a woman could take getting cheated on.
Okay.
But here's the thing. Men can move past it better than a woman can.
How?
A woman, like she's either gonna low key resent you for the rest of y'all relationship, or she's gonna get her get back. And it may not come a week, a month, a year. It might be fucking 5 years.
I seen this thing.
I feel like women will hold on to that shit. You're gonna always think about it when you look in the mirror.
She messaged the guy from like a different phone and was like, "I know that you're cheating on your wife and X, Y, and Z." And she was like, "You got to send me like $2,000, $3,000, and or I'm gonna tell your wife." But it was the wife anonymously messaging her husband,
And he
so she
paid?
got paid.
Wait,
Oh,
yo, that's it. That's a smart business.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
though.
like,
Hey, hold on.
Smartest thing
Probably got paid and busted because he was like,
Yeah.
if you weren't doing anything wrong, you'd be like,
I'm not sending you shit.
sorry, bitch.
Right,
Yes,
right.
Cash App.
But if you were doing
Right.
something wrong, you're like, hey,
So she was like, "Well, at least if you're gonna stay with him, do it right." And
That's
it was
a
like,
business. I'm gonna start that.
I'm like, yo, that's actually pretty.
I'm gonna make a
smart.
fake profile and just start sending mad people, right?
That might hit.
Because if they cheated, yeah, it's gonna hit.
okay. How would you
small
feel?
with
How would you
$100.
feel if your man had an OnlyFans? Could you deal with that? That was his hustle, and he was making really good money with it.
Yes.
Keep it.
Huh?
Wow.
Keep it.
Keep it him or keep it?
Both. He said
Wait,
both.
guess what?
Yes,
I was saying if your man had an OnlyFans and was making really good money off of it, are you okay with him doing it? And she said
you
yes.
said okay.
Yeah.
Is there like a you can't do this? Is there
No,
limits?
like I mean, take me out to dinner, baby.
I said the same thing. They call me crazy.
Yo,
I mean,
we're like 1 for 10 on that. You're like the first woman that has said that on this podcast.
Really?
I'll join.
All of them say no. All of them say no.
Businesswoman. I don't know. I would like. I mean, what is he actually?
And
like,
it's virtual.
It's virtual. Like, what is he actually doing? At the end of the day, he's in my house. Or, like, you know what I mean? Like, this is our house. This is our whatever.
He's probably
like,
recording the videos on their
I'm
bed.
probably on the other side of the camera trying to get your best angles. Like, yo, let's make this money. Like, I don't know. I
There
wish
you
I
go.
could have the guts to do it. I mean, I always
Right?
joke about. I always joke
Fuck
about
the
it.
morals.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Speaking
I've been
about-
thinking about it all the time. Like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm only fans
You
in
didn't see
it.
that reel? It was like a woman and she showed up with like a Mercedes for her mom. She was like, "Mom," she's like, "This is for you," and she was like, it was a brand new Mercedes. She's like, I put your feet on OnlyFans, and she was taking pictures of her mom's feet and putting them on OnlyFans, and she made so much money from her mom's feet on OnlyFans, and she bought her mom a car.
It's only right. It's only right.
That's wild.
I want to find those feet apps.
See the feet? If I could make money like that off of feet,
There's
I
a
would.
real app. I just
No,
haven't seen
listen,
people make
there
money.
is. I swear.
No, there is.
I swear I have it like right there, ready to like. I've caught
It's
the
just
play.
your feet. doesn't
It's
it?
just your feet, right?
That's what I'm
Like,
saying. I said that the other
There's
day.
nothing. Only weird people are sexually gratified by feet. So for me, I'm like, listen,
But there's a whole
hell,
app
it's,
for it.
you're
That's what I'm
doing
saying.
a justice.
facts. You're letting people get
Doing a
their
service
shit
for
off.
People.
That's
I'm
crazy.
saying. Think about
Like,
how
you
many
pay for
times
it
you've
every
been
time.
accidentally, or not even accidentally, just carelessly barefoot. If you really think about it.
And if you take a photo every single time,
If I'm in my crib with no shirt on, shorts, no socks, no shoes, and I get like my delivery guy bringing me some nuestra, I'm over here running to the front of the building,
Wait, your shoes off in the hallway?
just looking like a caveman.
How
That's what
about
you're
how about
doing?
if your delivery
Yeah.
guy? How about if your delivery guy was into feet and he's looking at them?
He was like, "Thank you,
What
sir."
you paying for?
What if they say an extra $100 we put some caramel drizzle on those toes?
You got it? I'd be like,
I
you
know
got
you
it? You
wouldn't.
got the caramel drizzle?
Lies.
What? Have you told me put caramel drizzle on my toes?
Cochino.
Here you go.
It's a DM. You got
Don't touch them. Don't
it's
you
a
dare.
DM, bro.
Don't touch
you're
them.
talking about the delivery
Don't
guy.
look at them. don't try to lick them, okay? But you could.
What if it's $1,000 for a lick?
$1,000 to lick my toe,
Yeah.
and it's a guy? Nah, I can't do that.
I'll do it. That's
I
fun.
can't do
It's
that.
your
Not-
toes, bro.
I'll do it.
Nah, that's a
Close your eyes. Oh, thank you for the service.
And then this man gives you the fucking two-handed gawk on your big toe.
Yeah, I'm out.
For $10K, I'll take it.
You said 1,000. You said 1,000.
Yeah, for a lick.
How did it
For a lick.
How did it jump to
The
10K?
dog will go 3,000 for $10K. I'll
That's
take
crazy.
It. You want the booty hole for $100K? I'll take it too.
Wait,
Sheesh.
what?
100K?
To
what?
do what to your booty hole?
I'm out. Yeah, next
I'm
question.
bucket. All right, next
Next
question. I'm sorry.
question.
You got one? Or you
Got-
gonna go?
Yeah, I'll go.
Alright.
Why do women
It got hot.
expect men that don't treat their kids right or is cheating on their girlfriend with them think that they have a chance to be with a faithful guy in the future?
That's a long ass question.
It was.
Break-
Why was an unfaithful?
Exactly, because that's what they think.
Basically,
Why an
all right.
unfaithful man? Why do women think an unfaithful man could be faithful to them? Put it like that.
Why did you say that?
Because
Because he wants to add the kid part too.
the kid part.
Like when you
okay,
see an
add the
ain't
kid.
shit dude,
Oh, okay,
he's
okay,
not
okay.
taking care of his original kids.
Uh-huh.
And
Why
what
do
would
you
make
think
you think if
if
you
you have
two
a
had
kid-
kids together that he's gonna be a good dad to them?
Because maybe you're a good mom, better mom. I don't know. Because it's not always. It's on perception too, though. Because what if the first one really is like holding back like that kid from that person? Like females do that.
No, you're right.
So,
But
like-
there's some that you know.
Or is this guy? Or are we talking like, nah, the guy's just actually like a shitty dad?
this is like this dude.
And so why do females think that they can have?
Why do you think you could save him and make this not.
Why do you think it's gonna be different with you?
Yeah, basically.
I like that one.
I don't know.
The true colors
I'm
were
not that kind
shown.
of female, so
His
I
color,
couldn't- I
his
couldn't
color
tell
is green. No, it's fucking red. All the red flags are there, and you're like, I'm gonna turn him violet. No,
What are your red
doesn't work
flags?
like that.
I don't really know. Like jealousy is a red flag, big red flag. Like super jealous. Like you gotta let me still do my thing. Like I'm a businesswoman, so
What
I'm
is your
always
thing?
doing.
You're
So, like-
networking with 10 dudes in their corner, getting all their numbers. I'm like, are you working or are you getting their numbers? You know?
Right, no, but so that's what I'm saying. Like being
That
able to
happens.
work, being able to work and have like being able to have that work without like that jealousy and stuff. Like there's conversations that you need to have with other men and stuff in general, like inboxes or whatever. Like I had the president of a bank recently message me and was like, "Hey, I've heard a lot of really good things about you. Like I want to connect or whatever. Like I'm trying to see what you need from me. Like I'm trying to see you need me to be a consultant. Like what are we doing? Like how is this gonna be beneficial towards me and my future and my kids' future?" But somebody else could see that as him trying to be maybe an opportunist or whatever.
Yeah.
So that's a red flag. Like if my partner wouldn't understand that this is a business opportunity, but at the same time, I'm straightforward too. If I'm going to lunch or something and it's a male or whatever, I'm like, hey, I'm going to lunch with so and so. We're gonna discuss this and that, and not because I need permission, but out of respect to just be like, hey, this is what I'm doing, and whatever.
When
and if
you
there's a
live-
problem with that, then that's a red flag.
Would you
When
say
you
just
live
in case someone texted you, I'm out there with a man eating?
Not just in case somebody texted me. I don't care what anybody has to say. Like people will talk and stuff all the time, but I think like
Communication.
But I think
communication's key, 'cause I don't
communication.
want to know. Like if you're out with a female, whatever, and you guys discussing business, that's cool.
I don't think communication is key.
I would be pissed
No,
off.
communication is key.
Understanding is key.
Okay,
Yeah, but no, but the
understand.
communication. Here's the thing.
Communication
How would you
definitely,
feel, right? Shorty's at church right now. Let's say after church.
Don't do this to me.
No, she just went out
Where
to
is she
lunch.
right now? The color?
She went out to lunch with the pastor's son.
Okay.
You know, and somebody sees her.
What business does she have with
and
the pastor's son?
You never know. He could be into hair.
look,
They
so
could be
I
talking
would-
about doing that.
I'm cool
And
with-
somebody
okay.
messages you and says, "Yo, I seen your girl like on a date with a guy."
That's
You'd
what I'm
be
saying.
like, and if you didn't know about it, but if you knew, like, oh, she's just talking business with the pastor's son.
Okay.
Boom,
Nah,
and you're not paying it no mind.
Right. It's being able. It's what I always
that's what I'm
say.
saying.
That's actually super important. What I always say is giving me the benefit of the doubt. Like always making sure that I know. Because if anybody ever came to me with anything, I'd be like, okay, making sure that I never look dumb. Like I'm always.
That's
in the
why I
know.
feel like those.
Will you pretend not to look dumb even if you did get caught off guard?
Yeah, because I'm gonna be like, oh yeah.
No, I know about
And
that.
I'm
Don't
like-
worry about that. And you fucking bust in the back. I see a lot of people. You notice that, right? A lot of people do that. Like, oh no, I already know that, and then they
Yeah.
get asked.
Yeah. No, it's like not like no, call me right now. Like.
That's why I think those conversations. I'm not saying it's important because you want to. Don't ever throw somebody's past in their face, but those conversations of your past, I think, are a necessity because I would rather hear from your mouth and know what you did or whatever it is,
To an extent.
versus, yo, did you know that I went to high school with Shorty and then the ball team ran a train on her?
Yeah, but like you can't be completely.
I'm out.
You can't be.
That would hurt me if I found that out from my homie.
different.
Knife in my fucking
Yeah,
chest.
but like, how do you actually? I mean, you can't.
How
really
deep in the
come out.
relationship? Because I'm out.
I'm
not-
Under a
in the
year, I'm
beginning.
out.
I'm just saying you gotta be open. You gotta be open.
No, but
Just-
under a year, I'm like, yo, I'm. It hasn't
How do
been
you
hey,
that long.
hey, you can. Hey, baby,
I ain't gonna-
what's the craziest thing you ever did? You can bring
I
it up
had those
something
combos,
smooth.
Yeah.
But
What if she said something crazy?
Yo,
and then
and
she's
it's not even
like
the
that
crazy.
No,
It
she
was-
said something crazy and she's not like that anymore.
Yeah, it wasn't
and you're
Dave
like, whoa.
Chappelle. Dave Chappelle.
What happened?
That skit. When he's like, yo, what's the crazy thing? She was like, yeah, I had like threesome, something with her
Oh.
best friend. And the dude, but it's like a comedy
Yeah.
skit. And the dude was like, you didn't tell me that, baby. Who was this? And she was like, yeah, it was two guys. And then this other guy came in and he's like, baby.
Oh, I seen that.
Yeah, he's like, baby, you didn't tell me this. And he's like shaking. And he's like, it keeps getting worse, bro. And then,
So, but what if you hear something like that, right? And then you're like, oh, she's freaky like that. And you got like another perspective of sexual level, but then she's not like that anymore. You're like, bitch, you did that with these motherfuckers, and you're not gonna do that shit with me. Like I heard, like some shorty ever told me once that she had sex in like the mall bathroom. I was like, oh, I can do it in public then. That's valid. And I tried to do it in public a couple times. She said no. I was like, yo, so who the fuck was this guy? And you guys fucked in public. I can't fuck in public, bitch.
I'd get jealous, probably.
You know what I'm saying?
I understand the level. I'm not completely not to that extent.
Not to that extent, but, like,
understand
sheesh,
I
like,
understand what you're talking
That's
about.
fucking public. Once, so I could be the same level as the man.
It's good
you
for
know?
the goose, gotta be good for the gander.
Because what it is you have that memory with that person, and if you don't make another memory with another person, that's the only person you ever did that shit with.
Honestly, when I was younger, I was like super careless and reckless about that spot. But then like, or just about public spots, I meant.
was
But
like,
like,
the
no,
public
I'm
spot.
saying public spots. But now it's like now that I'm older and like I see people like get arrested for that shit or get charges for that shit, I'm like, oh, like, nah, I'm the prude now. I'm like, not here. What if a cop drives by?
$100 hotels, valid.
What happens if you do get arrested for that?
Indecent exposure.
Red level
If there's
2.
kids around, you're fucked, bro.
You got a level
Yeah.
2.
Dick out and shit.
Yeah, you got a sexual.
Yeah, they level 2 you.
It's good to know because there's some people.
Even if you pee outside.
Yeah, no, I know
Yeah.
that. I know that.
I seen somebody peeing outside of the WRTA hub thing yesterday. I was like,
Yeah, that's disgusting. Yeah.
I don't get that. I'm like, bro, like you're like, come find a better corner. Like
Yeah, that's
I yelled at him out the window.
I'll at
like,
least
"Walk away."
I'll at least cover myself with my car.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
I'll
that-
park somewhere where I can go on one side of my car where nobody can see me.
Doesn't matter if there's piss on the ground, they know you pull your pants down, and there's families walking around, you're still getting sex offender type
Yeah,
of.
it's disrespectful.
If you gotta go, you gotta go.
That's
It's,
fine.
it's
And then you're gonna
disrespectful.
be
But a
sex
female gotta
offender
go.
for
She
the rest
gotta
of your
go.
life.
She's expected to hold it.
No,
So
I've
you
seen
need to hold
females.
it.
I've seen females.
I've seen mad bitches squat.
What? Especially when the rompers came
more
out.
females
I
peeing
didn't-
outside than guys.
Yeah.
Ass out,
What?
right?
I didn't see a whole
No
lot of
way.
fucking
Titties out there,
rompers
titties out
get.
there. Hell yeah.
Especially drunk.
You don't think these club girls are on the corner?
Yeah.
and on the alley?
I don't be in the clubs. I don't.
You don't
really
have to. You know these girls. If at the end of the night it's 2:30 and they're like, "Yo, pull over," and they go in the alley. And you just.
They're like,
walk.
I
I mean,
gotta
pulling
go.
over or whatever. Like I mean,
You gonna sit there and tell me on a trip
Nah.
to New York you never pulled over on the side of a highway?
I've jumped in the back of the car in the cup, in the trunk, in the back, and then I have
She
an
got aim
SUV.
assist.
I do that sometimes. I go in the trunk.
I never done.
If
the
I have a
bottle
cup, if I have like
Nah.
a cup or a
You
bottle
got a cup
somewhere.
big enough.
I pee on.
Don't they have those things now though for like girls?
They have the little suction
Yeah,
cup.
but who really like buys them and like has them like on hand?
Oh, like
I'm not
$5.
sure.
Keep it in the car.
What are those things called? Anybody know?
I don't know.
Don't know what they're
They're like
called.
a urinal type thing.
Pussy pieces.
yeah.
Pussy peas.
I'm dead.
Let's start
So
the business.
so
TP.
is dancing at a club
Cheating, yeah.
cheating?
Whoa. Una bachata. papi.
No, bachata, no.
But
salsa,
it
no.
depends. It depends how they
If it's
dance it too.
respectful,
No.
you just have to
Any
be
It doesn't
respect.
depend.
Any type of bachata, do it.
What if he puts?
If you're learning how to dance, baby,
if
bring
he
it
puts
home.
his hands,
Yo, Delis, his
Ah,
twitch
man.
went off.
No,
The hands should
yeah,
not be on the ass, but it should be on the lower waist. Yes, it will.
But how
Be on
about
the,
if he-
it will be on the lower waist, buddy. Yes,
Oh,
my
yes.
hands will be. No.
So cheating. So dancing is cheating for you.
It depends. Yeah, it depends.
What about
you're
for you?
dancing.
No, if it's like salsa or bachata, no.
No.
If it's not like super sexual or whatever, like it's just like
Listen, if I can't salsa and she's salsa and very sexy with somebody, then I might be a little.
you just gotta be like a
Nah.
little bit far. You get too close.
Oh, you
we're-
can't do the pelvic thrust and shit like that.
No,
when
no,
you,
no, we're
nah.
fighting.
That's what I'm looking. See,
We're
yeah,
fighting.
that's you're not.
We are fighting.
It's 'cause you guys are not
I'm gonna knock you
Dominican.
outside your head. We're fighting.
I don't give a damn.
Are you knocking him outside his head in the club, or you wait until y'all step
No,
out
we're
the
gonna
club?
wait. We're gonna wait.
Nah, she's gonna make eye
but
contact.
there's
You gonna wait till
crazy
you get to
girls-
the
there's
car?
girls that are like that. Like so, when Bobby Schmurder came to a restaurant, I'm not even gonna put this person out there like that, but it was the stupidest thing. I've never seen like such like jealousy in a female. And I was bringing Bobby upstairs. Bobby wanted to try to smoke on my bar. Bobby like, bro, hi, I'm the owner of this establishment. I'm like, I can't have you smoking weed, right? And he wanted to spark up. I'm like, I can't have you doing that. So I was like, look, let me take you upstairs, whatever. You people are getting you away from this crowd or whatever. So I'm going to tell this guy, like, hey, listen, I'm gonna take Bobby upstairs where I'm telling him because he's part of like the whole function or whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm very respectful, very businesslike. I kind of go over to him. I'm literally talking to him, like telling him in his ear because the music is really loud. His girl took his arm and literally yanked him away from me, like pulled him from being able to talk to me. And he looked at, he was like, yo, she's the owner. And I looked at her, I was like, I couldn't even believe, like, I was like laughing in my head, like, bro, did this just happen? Like, did this girl just really, like, pull this dude? Like, that's so embarrassing. I was embarrassed for him. Because I'm like, bro, like, I could never, if I have a problem, we're going to discuss this, like, in private, like, me and you. I'm never going to, because you look stupid. You look real vulnerable.
Definitely on your own
you
show.
look weak.
Yeah.
Especially when nothing sexual was being
Not
said.
at all. I was
That's what
literally
makes it.
leaning in.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
and
what
I
makes
was
it
like,
even worse.
if
Like
it's your show,
now
like,
you look
shorty
like
needs to
Boo
sit
Boo the
down.
fool.
Right, I literally looked at her and he was like, yo, she's the owner. And I was like, bro, I'm like, nobody wants your man. I'm like, can we talk? Can we talk business or are you going to still trying to pull him? And she like looked at me and I just started laughing. I just talked like, I'm like, anyways, back to what I was saying and whatever. And it was like, yo, I've never had that like happen. But shorty literally like yanked them right away, and I was like, this is not real life. Like this actually, I didn't think that people actually did this.
No,
I was like, bro, that's crazy. Like there's levels to that.
I just feel like you should know your partner. Like if you was dancing with somebody, like you said, and you see your partner's face, like, you know, she's bothered. You're like, yeah, like, let me cut this shit off.
Oh yeah, if I'm right
You know what I'm
there,
saying?
I'm gonna be like, yeah, I'm cheering you on. I'm like,
So
You
we're
might get
all
a little bit of
we're all
juggle.
I'm
Hispanic.
gonna cheer you on two different ways. I'm gonna be like this. I'm gonna be like, I like this.
Yeah, I'm like,
Let me
You
bring
see
that-
my lips
What?
first?
Wait.
It's a problem.
Let me bring that topic to
If
a
you see
little
my lips
extreme.
first.
Yo, let me bring that topic to a little bit more extreme. You guys know who Adam 22 is?
Yes, and I would know he's an idiot.
So he has multiple times with other women with his shorty on OF and their podcast, right? But she just texted someone for the first time, another man, and did their own show with another man. He's monetizing the fuck out of it right now on all the podcasts, talking to everybody, a celebrity, probably bringing everyone back and talking about it. I know he don't care.
No, he
But-
cares.
No, he cares.
He said he felt some type of
Nah,
way.
he definitely cares.
Bro,
He said for the
listen,
first
Bro,
time,
Whack 100,
he said,
like 3 other people in like 1 week. He just brought everyone back just to talk about it. He's monetizing off it. He don't
No,
care.
he definitely is.
don't
Nah,
care.
he cares. Nah,
no, he's
Marketing
monetized, but he cares. He cares.
But let's
It was,
get
no, like you have to get the thing right. It was her first, I think,
Male,
scene.
yeah.
Male and
BBC.
and it was a BBC.
Yeah. So, remember,
and
Adam-
she had the number, and he was popular. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So to that,
And he said
extreme-
it felt because it was the first scene since they got married.
And they got married, and then she pinned the tweet of the scene, like the little promo she did.
marketing, bro. What are you guys trying to add on top of shit for?
No, it could be marketing.
I
but
just
once-
think
once you feel jealous.
I think he was for
That's what
it.
we're getting at.
I think he was for it until it happened, and then
Yeah.
he was like, "Yeah, nah, like
So
in
anyways,
that."
Adam 22 has multiple times with other women and his wife, and this is the first time she did her own solo with another man. But now he's monetizing off podcasts talking about it. What do you think about that? They just try to add more.
No, you
extra,
have, but you have to
extra.
tell her. He on the podcast, he said that now after it went through, he's not gonna lie. He feels some type of way.
That she did it was a podcast.
No,
it's
a porn video.
Yeah, like a.
They
Yeah.
they use
I don't know what
Like they had
was.
threesomes and foursomes
Yeah, only
with other
the-
girls, and she did her own solo for the first time because he gave her permission.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
She did her first solo scene without him with another man.
Okay, so
And
what's
it's
the question?
BBC.
What's my question
sorry.
now?
The question is,
What do you think about that?
we were just talking about lower. I'm talking about bringing it to a higher expectation. You know, is that okay? Is that cool? Like, you know what I'm saying? You already allowed it to happen with your
He
man.
gotta eat
and
that.
now it's my time.
He gotta eat that. He's the one that said, "Yeah, you should have said no from the jump, bro.
Yeah.
You should have knew that you weren't gonna be
You
able to
gotta eat
handle
that, boys. What do you guys have to say about that, baby daddies? Yeah, and they have a kid. Baby daddies.
Bro, hopefully he could. I'm just saying, as a guy, bro, he's not gonna eat that.
You remember when Kevin
That
Hart
man's gonna be
said
sleeping at night.
Kevin Hart told this boy who was into doing some swinging shit. He was like, "Yo, be careful." He's like, once you hit a certain, there's no coming back. Like it's gonna be hard. He goes, it ain't gonna be real fun when you see a dude, going double overtime on your lady.
Not that.
He said they ain't no. He's just aggressive. He's like, there's no coming back from that. And he was right because he said his boy and the girl like they ended up like breaking up or whatever like that. They did swinging.
Yeah, bro. I low key think it's gonna affect them in the future.
Whose fault is that?
His
Yeah,
I think that whole
both
industry.
of them though, because then she had the desire to go do whatever on her own too.
Fact, she wanted
Wait,
to
did
do
he
it.
have his own solos?
I don't know. Oh yeah,
think
she
so,
said
yeah.
she had on a podcast like, I was sick one day, so I said, go fuck that bitch for the business, baby.
Yeah, for both of us.
Do it for the team.
She said, "Go to work."
So she's open. She says it, but his was like, oh shit.
I think that industry is all confused anyway because
They are.
I don't get how you could have a happy relationship knowing there's 100+ videos of your shorty out there on the internet that
Yeah, like
everyone
what are you
is
actually mad
seeing.
about?
That you can't live happily
I
ever
don't know.
after.
We can't really relate.
No.
I mean, you could think, but none of us could really.
What about if your shorty stuff is leaked and you just met her and you're like, my boy just sent me a photo of your titties. How did he get that?
That's
Damn,
tough.
she put her head down like she knows somebody.
No, just
Everything you do,
That's tough,
it's
bro.
on camera.
That's tough, but I don't know. Yeah.
Leaked?
That's
Just
rough.
start talking, man.
I feel like I
vibing,
have
and
to be
his
in a
dick is on
situation.
Twitter because some shorty posted it like last month, and every girl has it saved on their phone. They're like, are you talking to this man Dingo? Oh my god, you hit it and you haven't even hit it yet, and you're like, I haven't seen his penis, and you guys all seen the penis? That's crazy.
I know. How would you take that?
Do you
Would you
stop?
do that?
do you
You're
stop-
dating a guy, you guys are really into each other. He's super polite, he's super nice
Like the
to you.
first month.
Dates, first date went great, second date went great. You guys are on the third date, and you start to tell your friends like, yo, I met this guy, I think we're really feeling each other, we're about to go on our 3rd or 4th date.
Is the man
and then,
go king?
And then you tell the friend who it is, and then they're like, oh. And they show you a picture, but it's only because his shit got like leaked on Twitter or something like that.
I don't even know.
You're calling and canceling that date. You're calling and canceling that
Yeah, I'm
date.
She's
probably
blocking
gonna
the
move
number.
on. Yeah, but it's like in the beginning, we're
Or
moving
it was
on.
just one crazy ex-girlfriend. It was his first girlfriend ever, and she just did it. And he never had sex with anybody else but one woman. But you don't know that. You didn't give him the chance to tell you that or explain.
I feel like you
No,
should.
I would.
Yeah.
Like you be taking things to like a whole another deeper level.
That's what he does.
Like you
There's men like that.
He's like, yo, let me take it to the extreme.
Let me give you the metaphor.
There's men like that.
This dude, bro.
There are men like that, bro.
You really think that a girl would be quicker to leave the boy, or do you think the boy would be quicker to leave the girl?
Men are softies. They would be the first ones to leave first.
I think so.
You said men are softer.
Softies. Yes.
That's crazy.
100%. They can't get taken cheated on. And
But that's
they
not
also-
getting cheated on.
They also wouldn't be able to handle knowing of other people with pictures or whatever of their girl. So the man would not be able to handle it, as the woman would be able to.
I don't know about that.
Argue with me.
Argue with her.
I don't know about that. I think if I've been dating somebody for a month, 2 months, 3 months, whatever, and unfortunately her shit got hacked or
I'm
whatever.
not even drinking.
Her shit got hacked, and for whatever reason she got leaked out. Then that's not her fault.
You wouldn't be able to even let her explain.
I would let her explain.
My girl's titties on the internet. She's not explaining shit. I'm out. Fuck out of here. Stupid.
No, not giving her a chance.
I believe him because he's bad about nudes going into celebrity inboxes.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
What if your man does that?
What?
Sends nudes to celebrities that don't even open his
not-
DM. He's like
My
just
cousin,
trying to
my
shoot his
sister,
shot
my
at
brothers.
J-Lo every day, or even like fucking Christina Milian, whatever, and sending
Christina
nudes.
Milian, I didn't need that's wow, that's, your age is showing.
Facts.
Oh, she's still there. I just seen her photo the other day.
Yeah, she's
Her age is showing, but she's still beautiful.
No, his age is showing. The fact that he said
Oh, no, I know
her.
what you said, but I just seen a photo.
facts. I said J-Lo and then Christina Milian.
Yeah, he said no.
No, he said no.
Some older woman. Yeah.
That's crazy. But anyway, you probably be like, "What the fuck
No,
you
I
doing?"
think that's creepy. I think that's creepish. It's not even about the pictures.
Girls
I think
do
that's
it.
just
We
weird. Like,
know
why
a
are
few
you sending
girls.
them?
We know a few girls that send their titties and stuff
Drake
like
and
that
shit.
to like Drake and all of
It's
them.
creepy. It's weird. Like, what are you trying to accomplish?
Drake to see it.
He's not gonna. He got plenty. He doesn't need.
You never know. He could fly her out. He be like,
Yeah,
yo.
they do that. Low key, though.
He might put hot sauce in your
You know what I'm
condom.
saying? There's so many girls. Like,
There's so many smart girls that don't expose them, but they're in everybody's DMs.
facts. I heard
Like
they
that shit.
no name out there, but there's a local girl that she was doing some things with a basketball star at the Boston Celtics, and it was one of the main stars.
He was
And
like the best. That was
One of the main
the main
stars.
star.
That's
But
amazing.
Listen,
Shout out to
Fellas.
you. Get the bag.
Fellas. What is your opinion on women that sexualize themselves on social media, but deny they do it for likes and views?
so what do you
It's
do
retarded.
it for? What do you do it for?
If you're posting stuff on social media, you're doing it for attention. You're doing it for likes. You're doing it for your self-esteem.
Yeah.
You're doing it to.
Because if she posts that and she gets 2 likes, I bet you she's not gonna keep posting.
She's taking it off, right? She's
Yeah,
privately.
yeah. She probably deleted, try
But
posting again.
she's archiving it for later.
Post. But if she posts
And she's
something,
gonna be new to you, old to
To
me.
me.
no, have you ever
Those are the
seen,
posts.
no, you know what I hate? I seen people be like, "Oh, it somehow got deleted, so I'm posting it again." Like,
And that's cap.
you deleted it, bro. Like,
After 10 likes in 3 hours.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, don't say that, or be like, "Hey, like, be honest. Be like, I'm trying again to,
Battery.
yeah, I'm trying again to get more likes."
Oh, that's low power.
Yeah,
Requisito?
And we're back.
Hit it.
Anyway, so Nat, if you lose an engagement ring or a wedding ring, are you expecting the man to buy you another?
No.
Ooh, what the fuck? Why'd you only ask her?
She's a female.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Duh.
Yeah, but that's like a general question.
Oh, but I can ask you guys:
Are we gonna buy them back?
Would you
No.
buy it back?
Yeah.
But
I
I'm
mean,
asking
how
her
did you-
first.
Depending
first, I'm
on
sorry.
depending on the situation, how it got lost. Like maybe did it slip out, or whatever, like, and you guys were out together and it fell or whatever, and you lost it in the ocean or something, or did you carelessly take it out and whatever, like,
But you still
Place
got the
it
gold
down
rings.
somewhere.
You still got the matching gold ring. So what?
like, did you lose it because you carelessly? Was it careless? Carelessness? No, absolutely not. If you guys were out, I don't expect or whatever.
Nah,
I would feel so bad that I would try to replace it, but that's just
That's what I'm saying. No, me too. I might try to replace it, but I might not buy you the same.
Neither of us should be
the
investing
same
in
amount.
another
Like
ring.
I
I'm
spent.
gonna buy you a costume ring so that you can play with for a little bit. And
Nah, I might buy you a little nice one, but it's not gonna be as nice as the first one I got you. Because
If your goal in life is to replace the fucking ring, that's ridiculous. There's other shit you guys should be doing. If you're still paying rent and you don't have a fucking house and you're gonna go spend another 5-10
but
grand,
Yeah, get a
but I'm
little
not talking
band or
about
something
that.
for
I'm talking
now.
about like, yo, if you have it, and
What you guys
spend
feel
it.
about doing the tattoo ring?
That's alright.
Like I noticed a lot of
No,
basketball, like
that's-
Steph Curry does it. His wedding band is tattooed on him. So
I'll do that. I think
when he
that might be
takes
my
his
first tattoo. That sounds
band
fire.
off,
and less expensive.
and then I think,
It's
And
permanent.
you won't lose it and buy another one.
Tattoo my name on you,
Stupid.
baby.
Yeah, tap me too.
But,
you're with that.
it's just a ring. It's
You don't think that's like super simpy?
it's no initial, right?
No.
Why is that simpy?
Put me on you, baby.
For marriage, bro, that's life. Why would that be simpy?
But
You
there's
can't
no
say simpy in the word of marriage and what?
there's no initial, right?
Well, he has her initials
Nah, I
under.
can't do the
So it's the ring like this, and
for
then I think her
marriage.
initials.
I don't know. You know how the divorce rate is so high, bro.
So don't
I'm
get
not doing-
married.
No, I'm not married.
Get it undone.
Laser.
Laser.
And then what? Put,
2023.
and then you get married again, and then put a new initial.
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
Well, you guys are crazy. Get out. I'm not.
So if you're saying
I'd
yes,
rather just
tap
buy
my
a new
name
one.
on you, baby. Are you doing the same?
100%.
So you would tap somebody?
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
Have my name
It's
on it so I
tattoo.
know it's
Now,
You cover it up. You can laser it.
so now
like,
where?
Anywhere. Where you want it.
Even
On the
even
eyebrow?
even if it's a
Not
like
on the face.
not-
We're not
neck?
Krishan over here, but like, or the neck. No, absolutely not.
Not my
That's
face right
tacky.
here?
so it'd be
No.
neck down.
It'd be
On the
either,
collarbone.
like somewhere like normal.
on the toto.
That's
I mean, why not? Like, if it's your, I mean, why not? If it's, I mean, that you guys are married. You guys are. It's like the only person seeing it is that person anyway. So, I mean, who cares?
That must be super painful.
I'll go back to
probably
the
is
ring.
good.
I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about.
That is. Did you see the video of the tattoo artist doing
Toto?
a Toto tattoo and the girl
only on your For page.
the girl kept fucking squirting?
Yeah.
Like the tattoo artist kept having to back up
Yeah, you're
and
on
shit
the
like
wrong
that.
For you page, bro.
Fact, that's on your.
That's
page.
porn.
What are you
Yeah,
watching?
that
Porn.
wasn't really. That was a fake tattoo.
That was That was
Yeah.
the scene. What was the scene's name? What was the scene?
Next
That shit was
subject.
fake.
That's crazy.
That nigga was watching.
Next
It was
subject.
definitely. I'll show you the video. I gotta find it. I haven't seen it in a
He
long
said
time.
that tattoo
funny.
parlor gets soaked.
That's crazy.
Next question.
Listen, can you guys date someone with no tongue game?
Like,
Like their tongue doesn't come out, so like the making out vibes, there's no tongue action. Tongue doesn't come out, so the dick sucking vibes is not valid.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah? Have you made out with someone that has no tongue? Like shit don't like even come out their mouth?
I mean, I can kiss you without having tongue in my mouth. You can
Can
still
you,
kiss
though?
sexually without tongue in the mouth.
You can peck her, you can't kiss her. You can.
You don't suck on lips. You don't.
That's all. He doesn't let girls do anything. So I don't even know why I'm asking you. How about you, buddy?
I hate you so much.
like I said,
I'll eat her out for 4 hours. I don't need her tongue. There ain't no
love,
give a
love,
fuck.
love could be blind. So I just feel like that's what I'm saying. I
He
feel
said
like
So you can love someone with no tongue?
I feel like yo, when you're in love, bro.
Wait. But how you fall in love without kissing somebody?
Oh, that is true. Maybe just a vibe. Remember?
You gonna vibe with somebody and fall in
go-
love with them without kissing them ever?
Yeah.
No,
Come on, let's be
not
realistic. Let's be
ever,
realistic.
not ever.
You ain't never-
Not
you ain't
ever.
never-
So then you would know early on that there was no tongue. You would know early on.
Yeah.
You mean to
Be
tell
realistic.
you mean to tell me you never fell in love with somebody that without doing anything sexual?
Or you ever fell in love with somebody that can't really kiss that?
No, I would no.
I'm not saying suck at kissing because you can learn how to kiss.
But that's my point, bro. That's my point.
I've never fell in love with somebody
Hold
I
on.
couldn't.
What's
I
your
haven't
point?
kissed.
That's my
no.
point. Love is blind, bro. Sometimes
You have?
Yeah.
Amoroso.
I have. I fell in love with someone that I didn't kiss
Man.
before.
What up? But that's my
Didn't
point.
kiss?
Hold
We
up.
didn't kiss. No, I mean,
Eighth grade?
so
Yeah,
no,
like,
we
we're
were in
talking
a-
about- we're talking about adult, like, after 18, not- like, we're not talking about
we
when
were
you were 12.
we're in high school.
We're not talking about.
You
Okay,
see?
no.
That's
So we're talking about like.
mid-teenagers.
No, we're talking about when
No,
you're
you
actually
just
an
fell in love with
adult.
someone with fat ass or
You
something
were
like that,
you
but I
were
don't care
in
about
high
that.
school. That's not even
But
a.
back to my point, bro. Love is so blind that you might think that person could kiss just because you're in love so blindly. That shit happens.
How you
plus-
fall in love with somebody before you kiss? Like
Just the vibe.
You could
you hate the man next to me.
Okay, what if she can't kiss? But I mean, the
Weren't you guys
box
the ones
is
saying that
Niagara
you guys should have
Falls.
sex on
Like
the
what?
first night?
You mean to tell me you're gonna
He said
take?
he can't date unless they have sex.
No, that wasn't me. That was your ex.
I have the clip.
Yo,
I have the clip.
look at how.
I have the clip.
Yo,
I have the
what?
clip.
That was your ex. Trust me.
You got mad emotional just now.
That was your ex.
Yeah, because he puts the blame on me every time.
And it wasn't. It was me solely saying that you had to date for a month or two. You said you're gonna date before having sex.
No, that was
you said that.
That was her. Listen,
I got the quote.
She said it. She said you need a.
We'll find it. We'll end this on another time. We'll
Don't
look
worry.
for it.
I'll
But
put
anyway, I look at this give and take. First of all, you either gonna get boobs or you're gonna get ass, or you're gonna get ass or you're gonna get boobs. It's very rare you find a girl that has both.
That's how
right?
a titty
You
guy
sacrifice
gets.
one for the
Most
other.
have ass.
So she can't kiss. But what if the box is fire? I'll take that,
How you gonna find out about the box if you?
You don't have to.
bro.
Do you not know the bases? There's first base, second base, third base. Like
No.
going for the kill.
Bro, how many times have you skipped? You didn't sit here and tell me that nobody's ever skipped first base. That every single person
grand slam.
that you
That
fuck-
you want to be your girl?
I think I'm sitting on the correct side of the room today.
You are, because we do this all the
We
time.
are in agreement.
We're in agreement.
I'm in agreement with this guy.
Facts.
Yo,
Really?
so you're skipping kissing, fucking the box is fire. How do you know the box is fire and you haven't even kissed her yet?
You never had a one night stand?
How you getting horny off no tonguing?
But
and
you're saying,
text?
how can you fall in love? So you're talking about one night stand. You're not putting them in the same. But you're not.
So you
putting them in the
can't
same-
you can't fall in love with a one night stand?
Can you?
I'm asking you.
Have you?
I'm asking you.
Have you?
I haven't, but I'm asking
She
you.
can, I think you can.
If she's
A one night
easy,
stand is
like-
a one night stand.
Sometimes
The
it's not.
definition of a one night stand, but if you have sex with someone on the first night, you can, but then you kind of realize that she had sex with 100 other people on the first night, and you're like, is she really committed? That's not.
What if
that's
she
not the
didn't?
vibe.
What if she's dated one dude her whole life, just got out of
and
a
you were the one
relationship?
So
The
you're gonna
magical
sit there.
unicorn,
You want to
your
be
favorite
her
word, the
master
unicorn.
spinner and just teach her the ways. You're gonna teach her how.
What do you mean? I feel like
But the box
in
is fire.
relationships there's always
Yeah.
teaching.
So I'm saying this.
No,
so you're gonna teach her everything else.
And relationships there's always teaching. Some people there's a guy out there who doesn't do this specific move or position that you like. There's a girl out there that doesn't do this specific move or position that you
Guys
like. And
like
then
AJ like that,
as you get to know each other more and more, they start to form to you, and you guys start to
Afuera.
You like that word?
I hate you.
Next question.
You ain't never taught nobody something like
Yeah, I taught people
do
something.
that shit that I taught you. Do that shit that I
But I
like.
told you, do you say my last girl used to do this, or
No,
do you
you-
like
you never say
try
that.
to slide
No,
it in?
You never
say nothing about. You just say, "Hey, I like it when you do this."
That's a red flag.
But in their head, they're like, "Oh, how many girls have done this to them?"
If
I
you're
don't
still
want. I don't
talking,
be the
if you're
next
still
one.
talking about like an ex like that, that's a red flag.
Now, if you lick your like she licks your ear and you're like, "Oh my god, no one's ever done that," then she's like, "Ooh, now I'm doing something new." But if you're like, "Yeah, lick my left ball sack only," I only like my left ball sack licked. 100 other girls lick that left ball sack, and she's like, "Ew." Like,
But how about
that's
if
not
100
something-
girls lick?
I'm doing the right one.
How
Tonight.
about exactly? How about if the 100 girls lick?
I'm marrying her. If she thinks that way, I'm licking the right one, and I'm gonna make you like the right ball sack.
That's crazy.
Pause. I'm talking about my position. I'm not in the footsteps of those women, but
I had one of my boys yesterday tell me, it was crazy. He caught me so off guard, but he told me that he tried the thumb in the butt thing, and that he actually liked it.
oh, he got the thumb in the butt.
He got the
I thought it was
thumb.
for girls. That was
She put the thumb in his butt,
Yeah, bro, I don't.
and he actually liked it.
I did it once. I got slapped away, and I did it once when she was drunk, and she said, "I said, whoa, this is valid like that? Okay, this
Yeah,
is
bro.
true. The song is right.
I
You just
can't.
have to be a little bit of liquor in the system.
Next question.
That's not crazy.
And this is why the society follows him.
Listen, would you guys, if you guys had a time machine, would you guys go to the future or would you guys go to the past?
Ooh, oh, that's rough.
Good. That's a good question.
Really good one.
Future. I'm sorry, the past.
Yeah, no, I would go to the
Past.
past.
How would you go future past? What are you doing?
Past.
She thought about it
She
after.
thought about it.
No, I said the wrong one.
And what would you guys do in the past?
Correct.
Yeah, I would.
Everything.
I would say past as well. I wouldn't, because I'm not mad at how things turned out. I feel like a lot of things turned out the way they were supposed to.
For our
I would
generation
just
or this generation right now?
No, I'm talking about for me personally.
Okay.
I'm saying I would probably be smarter in the sense of like, all those birthdays and Christmases that you got cards full of cash. Like, I would make sure that my capital by the time I graduated was up there. Like, I would be a little bit
Like you didn't spend all
smarter.
your money at Domino's.
Yeah, and I wouldn't, eat Chef Ho or Best Chinese every day and
I haven't had best
buy
friends in years.
Xbox and I had an NBA jersey.
Xbox.
I had an NBA jersey like fetish throughout like middle school and high. Like I bought
Real ones?
real ones,
Oh, you're
so
bugging.
they were all like
Rocket beans?
really
Crazy.
expensive.
Fuck not.
I was literally like, I had when Reggie Bush got drafted for that in the NFL. I had his jersey. Tracy McGrady for Orlando.
Pinky up.
I bugged
Oh,
out.
Didn't even realize it.
I would do
So the only thing I would change is just how I maneuvered investing wise. So I'd go back for that.
Mine's a little bit more emotional. I think I would
See
in
your
the past.
dad?
No, go in the past
Oh.
and actually spend time with my grandma, cause she died when I was so young. So, and now I hear other people being like, "Yo, grandparents are like
Older.
super."
The
Yeah,
best.
that's what I'm saying. So I didn't get that.
Okay.
So I seen like glimpse, and I remember glimpse of her, but like I never fully like, you know what I'm saying. So that would be my answer.
My grandparents are great grandparents, which is great.
You see, that's what I'm saying. So my girlfriend,
Wait,
she has
you said your grandparents are?
Are now great.
great grand.
Oh yeah, because your brother had a
So
kid.
that's
That's
so
special.
dope. Yeah, that's so dope.
My kids got my grandfather on my mom's side and my grandmother on my dad's side. My kids all met and had a really. My
That's
grandfather
fire.
lived with me, so my grandfather lived with me the last 6 years of his life. He had Alzheimer's, so he lived at home with me. So my grandkids, my kids had an opportunity to really be super close to my. They lived with my grandfather. He was my fourth kid.
Was he?
That's
Was
dope.
he? When he caught the Alzheimer's, was he still aware that those were his great grandkids?
For the first couple of years, and then after he didn't know who we were. Like you would ask, they would ask like, "Who am I? ¿Quién es ella?" It's la dueña de la casa. Like he knew that I was in charge, but he didn't know who I was. But he couldn't. But then
How-
you would
how
put music
hard
on,
was that?
and then you. So it was really hard because you would mourn them twice. So you mourn them, you know, when they lose everything, they don't remember who you are. But then you could put like I could put Mexican music. He loved Mexican music, Puerto Rican, but he loved Mexican music. You would put it, and he could sing word for word those songs, but he didn't know who I was. But he knew that you were whatever. But then when it came time for him to come home for hospice, he knew exactly who I was. Like he even knew my mom was his daughter at one point. Like he literally like came home, and I remember like my mom. He said to my mom, "Tu mamá viene a buscarme," but my grandma's been passed away for the 30 years. And my mom was like, "You know, I think she is. She's coming home. She's coming to pick you up." It was weird. It was like, and he gave us that moment at the end, and he actually thanked me. I was changing him and bathing him and getting him ready for the bed because we decided to bring him home for his last couple of days. And we thought it would last a few months, but it actually was just a few days. And I remember he gave me that. He was like, you know, thank you. Like in Spanish, he had told me like, thank you so much for taking such good care of me, and you're always there for me and whatever. And it was while I was actually taking care of him, he told me that, and it was like he had this lucid moment like right before.
Yeah, that's deep.
Like he passed, but it was cool
Yeah.
though because my kids were able to be there from for those 6 years and really like gets to know who Abuelo was and go lay in his bed and go sing songs with him and know that
That's
and
fire.
he became like a kid like them.
No, yeah, it's
So
crazy.
he loved doing like little activities. and
Isn't
stuff.
it funny how
I'm
life
getting
comes?
McDonald's for all four of them. You know,
Life comes full circle. You
Yeah,
start
it's
off as a
crazy.
baby, you get older, but then it seems a lot in your final years, even though you're not a baby anymore. It's almost like you are because, like, I remember putting on and tying my great grandfather's. I was 19. I went to go visit him. My great grandmother had just passed away. I was 19 years old. And I went to go see him, and I was literally putting on his shoes and tying his shoes. And it's kind of like weird how I do that for my son, who's 2.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So
it makes you like it almost makes you feel like bad and stuff too at the same time because it's like, all right, here I am bathing my grandfather, but like this man taught me how to drive.
it's crazy.
Like this man was another
That's
man. Like
crazy.
he taught me how to drive. My grandfather was.
it
the one
makes
that
you
changed my shoes
it
at
makes you say,
19.
at least for me, it makes you say like, I kind of don't want to live that long.
No.
Like it's
I
as
never wanna
selfish
have to go through
that.
as selfish as
It's
it
not selfish
sounds,
at all. Like, I
but
never
I'm
wanna
like
have to go through
I
that.
just knowing how like I'm thinking about myself in my athletic days and how I just maneuver like to not even be able to like bathe or put my shoe on, like
I think
I couldn't
the
live like
understanding
that.
from the other party is helpful too. Like when I started knowing that I had to help him bathe, it was like, all right, we're gonna get you down to your underwears. So I would literally have him shower with his boxers on, and I would wash his back and stuff, and then I would leave, and I'd be like, okay, you do your other privates and stuff, like you do that, so that I would give him his dignity until like. Then he didn't realize it anymore, and then it became like, all right, now I have to go in there and help you out. So it was like in the beginning to like help him kind of go through the transition because they're still lucid enough to know what's happening and stuff. So it was like, all right, I'm gonna wash your back. All right, let me get your back. All right, because you can't reach back there, your back hurts, whatever. I'm gonna get back there and sit him on the. We had a chair in the shower, and it was like, all right, let me. Okay, I'm gonna get your feet. I'm gonna get all these other spots. You go ahead and I'm gonna let you finish that part, and then until he got to the point where he couldn't do that part anymore. And it was like he didn't really care. But it was like it's tough, like when you have to like do that for somebody who was your. They taught you how to drive. They taught you how to do all these things.
My great grandfather started. He like once my great grandmother passed away. He started like going downhill fast, like fast. It was quick. He was. I mean, when I went to go see him for that funeral, like we went to the bar. He pounded down like beer. Like he was still youthful. Now this is a guy in his late 80s, youthful, like still driving, still doing his thing. When I went back to go see him now, like 22-ish, 23, like downhill fat, like everything. And it got so bad to the point where they had to force him to leave his home in Puerto Rico and move him to New York, where my great uncles are at and stuff like that, his sons, so they could take better care of him, stuff like that. But he was cussing me one day, yelling at me. And then after he's done yelling, like he's just, like you're so hard-headed, Julio. And I realized he just called me my grandfather's name. He was yelling at me. I was confused. He was yelling at me for something my grandfather did.
You guys,
I'm like, yo, he thinks I'm my grandfather right now.
Do you guys believe that you guys like signs or like that you're gonna die like a certain day? Like when your death is coming close, do you think you could feel it?
Absolutely. I think just because like what I just went through like with my grandfather, like I said, like it was like a Wednesday, right? Like he was fine and he was going. He went to a day program and it was like all of a sudden like he didn't want to like go. And I used to like I was smacking him on the butt. I'm like, vamos, tú tienes que ir para trabajo. He used to call it work, the day program. And they called us from the day program. They were like, he's really tired and he doesn't want to move from his chair. So my mom ended up taking him to the hospital straight from there. We brought him to the hospital. We called his neurologist and like, hey, like is this? We didn't know what it was. Is this signs of end of life? End of life for Alzheimer's is just that they're just tired. They're just tired. They're just done. And so we took him off all his meds. He was already here. He had heart problems. He had meds for like all kinds of stuff. His heart was already working at like 25% and all this other stuff. So we took him off all meds, and we made the decision as a family to take him off of all meds and bring him home for comfort measures and let him pass at home. What we thought would be months. But when we got home, like I said, he literally said to my mom, "Tu mamá viene a buscarme," which means, is your mom coming to get me?
Damn, that shit gives me chills.
Yeah, he literally said that to my mom. Like, as soon as he got home, we were putting him in bed and stuff, and is your mom coming to pick me up? And my grandma's been dead for 30 years, and she was like, yeah, I think she is. And it was like he kind of gave her, like, he knew he was going, and he was able to talk. Because shortly after that,
and he knew that was his daughter.
He knew that was his daughter because he said to mama, and remember, he didn't know who she was for at least a year. I mean, probably like a year or two that my grandfather didn't know who she was. Like, I was just looking at my Snapchat yesterday, and actually this morning, like around midnight. Today was the last day. 6 years ago was the last time he ever went to the beach, and like my grandfather loved the beach. Like, he grew up in Puerto Rico, he could swim like a fish, and the last time I was able to take him, he couldn't even kind of get in the water. Like, I had to hold him, and then I had taken him to Miami. He was over there trying to look at all the ladies and stuff too. But it was he gave, I think they know because he kind of gave that moment when he really didn't know who we were, and he gave that moment to me privately, and he gave that moment to my mom, privately as well. And I think that they do know. Like, and it wasn't until my grandfather seen some peace and saw like his daughters there like together, for him, and we were all in the room and we were all there together, and he let go, and it was like they told him like we're good, we're good, and you're gonna be good, and I think that they do know.
Dana White, I seen him on a podcast. Said there's a guy, he works for an insurance company, and for life insurance and stuff like that, and he's unbelievable with it. He's predicting how long, if you continue on your daily living the way you're going, he gives you an exact like number of years that you have left to live. Like, he had told Dana White his is like 10.4. Yeah. So Dana's like, I gotta change how I'm eating, living, drinking, whatever, because 10.4, that's really not that many years, especially for a guy that young. You got all that damn money. You own what, the UFC? Like, bro, that's kind of crazy. But I guess his ratio was like, so he dictates like what you pay for life insurance, whether you get it or not. I think that's pretty crazy.
You guys have a certain age in life that you guys want to hit, like a goal? Like, I want to be a great grandparent, like we were just talking about. But do you guys have any like goals?
I feel like it depends on how like I am doing, Because if I'm becoming, and I feel like I'm becoming a bother to like the people I love, I wouldn't want that for them.
I don't think it's a bother though.
No, I know.
Like I know,
people,
what, I
you know
mean,
what I'm saying?
I know what you mean, but like I
it might not
it's
be,
not a bother. It
but-
was an honor
No,
to
I
be
know,
able to
exactly.
like take
But
care of my grandfather.
maybe
That's-
for your
some
grandfather.
people have like that one daughter or one granddaughter that was like the best, and they're stuck with the grandpa, and their other 10 kids they don't even come visit, and
Yeah,
then she
that's
had
sick.
to waste her last 5-10 years taking
Okay,
care
so that, but you got to retract
Yeah,
that
yeah,
because
interesting.
you could say that would have been me, right? Because
no, she said that. She said I wasted my last 5-10 years, and he had 10
So
other kids.
there's some that may do that, but on me, nobody could take that from me.
Okay.
Like there's not one person in my whole entire family that can take that from me. I did that. I did that with my grandfather. My mom lives upstairs from me.
That's dope.
With my mom helping me, and it was an honor to be able to give back to my grandfather. So for some, it may be an inconvenience. Well, yes, some days are harder. I mean, my kids are an inconvenience to me some days. You know what I mean? Like,
No, it's
and he
fact.
was like my fourth kid. So like, yeah, some days may be inconvenient, but I never saw him as an actual inconvenience. And I feel like as long like that person, like they saw it as an inconvenience, but I saw it as an honor. And then it's an honor that not one person in my family, not any of my aunts that I don't claim, and not any of my cousins that I don't claim, like none of them can. Y'all don't got that on me, ever.
I like that.
That's real shit.
Now, I would to answer your question, I would say for as long as I'm healthy and I can function as a
Yeah.
somewhat normal being. So I don't have a set age like, oh, I want to live here, because I don't know what I'm gonna feel like or be like at 60 or 70 or 80.
I feel healthy
I see a lot of. I see a lot of. I would love that. I would love that.
Even
Great.
if I can't move, you know what I mean?
But if I'm 90, if I'm 99 and I'm still able to get up and hug my kids and know who my family is,
Yeah.
like shit, I'll live till 99.
Okay.
Yeah.
But if I'm struggling, like
laying in bed all day.
laying in bed all day, can't put my shoe, like, I don't know if I really
My
want to live
grandma
like
died at
that.
104.
And then
104?
The one of my great,
Was she
great
moving?
grandfather. Like,
That's
one of them.
crazy.
Well,
Yeah,
she
from
moved
that
to
same-
when?
and then
Huh?
How long? Like when did she stop like moving?
I remember her killing a chicken. As an adult, went over. She like, man, took the chicken, took the
See, I
head.
think
That's
that's
what I'm
beautiful.
saying.
But I think
She
I
lived
think
off her. She remember they
I
had
was
a
gonna
finca,
I was
so
gonna
they
say
lived off their
part
own
of it
land and
too is
whatever.
that I noticed they live way healthier than us.
Yes.
Like my
what, Popeye said,
my
that's right.
great aunts and great uncles and great grandparents all are outliving. Like my great grandfather outlived my grandfather and his brother. He got 5 boys and he outlived 2 out of the
He
5.
was from the countryside, right? Eating
And
natural
my
food.
my great grandfather
grow
never
your
left
own
PR.
and-
You know, and they all moved. All 5 of the sons moved to New York. They all live in Brooklyn or Queens. So I think they, you eat unhealthier here. There's less sun here. I don't care what people say. That's sun.
Yeah, but you
need
need
that
sun
vitamin D.
Yeah, but that
Because
energy.
I mean, even my dad's dad, he doesn't live healthy at all. Like the dude's been drinking since I can't even tell you how long. But
Look at the path you're on, just like your grandfather.
Tell him every day.
that's crazy.
Yeah, next question.
I got one to end it.
I guess I gotta move. I guess I gotta move to Puerto Rico or Atlanta to keep that
Make your own
sun.
pitorro and be healthier for
Facts.
you.
Guys, I'm gonna be in the field with my grandfather.
Yeah, one, and,
Wanna
then
end
we,
it,
and then we end it like we did.
What you did last time?
Yep.
Yeah. So, who is one person that saved your life that doesn't know saved your life?
Ooh, let me answer that first because I was actually just thinking about this. I think my dad saved my life for not being in the picture. Him not being there, bro, made me the person I am today. Like I'm just trying to be the best dad I can because of him. Me feeling that, me having games or me playing baseball, basketball, whatever I played, and him not being there, I'm like, I never want my daughter or my kids to feel like that. So shout out to Pops for being the Pops he was.
Or wasn't.
Exactly.
You ready?
I'm not ready.
Like I said, my cousin's daughter, like a year ago, I was locked up in my room making videos for months. Didn't talk to no one, didn't go out, didn't talk to anybody, didn't do anything but make videos, stuck in the room in the corner in my little cubicle. And in a family trip, maybe vacation, she gave me a nice big hug. And I looked at her, I was like a robot. Like I was like, I don't even know what this is. Like I don't know what this feeling is going on right now. And then I was like, shit, like I need to start chilling with family more. I need to start chilling with people more. I need to go out more, hang out with a lot more people.
That hug?
That hug. Just the hug, the feeling of the hug. Like I didn't have a hug for months and I forgot what a hug was. So now in public, like even people that don't want to be touched, I fucking strangle them and be like, yo, you need a hug. A lot of people need hugs out there, so give a lot of hugs.
Ready?
I think there's a lady right up the
I'll
street over
say-
there over there on Grafton Street in the Rotary. I think she gets free hugs.
The religious one?
The lady who we
She
put in
does
the smile
everything,
sign.
I seen her the other
She
day.
be bugging sometimes though.
Screaming in the windows, right?
Yeah, but last time she had the egg, she was like,
She
"You
was
want me
like,
to
"Move."
mix your eggs?" And I was like, "Yeah." She'd be like saying things, and I'm like, "Damn." What she said? She said something crazy to me too, and I was
Shout out
like,
to her.
"Yeah, shout out to her though." But
She does make me smile.
No, yeah, she
Serious
does. She
times.
does. Yeah. But yeah, shout out to her.
Then I get confused though, because I don't know if she's like looking for money or she just really.
I
genuinely
thought she was
no,
looking for my
no,
too, but she's like,
she's
God
not.
bless you,
Yeah,
I
she's
love
not.
you. I
She's
said,
not.
okay.
My mom said the same
love
thing.
you
She's like,
too.
she asked me for money because my mom's like very nice. She's like, "Oh, I'll give." I'm like, "No, I don't think she's asking."
That's why I get confused.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
I kind of like pay attention, and I'm like, why don't we like? I'm smiling, but then at the same time, like, I'm smiling. I gotta give you money, like, you know.
My corners,
Um,
I'm waiting.
I would say it's for me. It's two people. It's my aunt and my uncle. My uncle Irv and my aunt Rosie.
I love them. Shout out
and-
to Rosie and
And I would say that because growing up, my dad was like super busy. He's trying to climb the ranks of becoming a world champion. We spent as much time as we could together, but he wasn't able to really solely focus on what I had going on as I'm going through the years of elementary school and middle school. You know, like I remember there was a time period where like my dad stopped asking me if I even had homework. Like he was just so consumed in the gym, and he was physically like his way of spending time with me was bringing me to the gym, and we're next to each other. We're in the same room together. You know, and at nighttime we'll watch our sports together, and it was like because he knew that, you know, the last few hours we spent it in the gym. So at home, instead of asking me how was school, did I do my homework, whatever, we just sat on the couch. So I was getting away with a lot, which as a young kid, you know, somebody give you an inch, you're going to start taking a mile. And when my dad had went through a divorce, my aunt and my uncle opened up their home for us, and we stayed there. And it was the first time in my life, because my parents were divorced Monday with mom, Tuesday with dad, Wednesday with mom, Thursday with dad, every other week. But for the first time in my life, for those middle school years, I felt like I had a home. Like this was my stable home, and it did a lot for me. I had stayed back in 7th grade. So then I did 7th grade over, but that's when I lived with her. And I felt like I got through middle school because of her, because she was, I remember I was running video games all summer, and she was like, "Hey, where's your summer reading at?" And my dad's like, "You got summer reading?" And I'm like, in the moment, you know, you're young, I hated her for it. I'm like, shit, now I got to read 3 books in like 3 weeks. Mm-hmm. School's about to start. But like, if it wasn't for her giving me that structure, you know, I started washing dishes, I started, you know, taking care of certain things. And it was just, they provided me with that second parent, you know, that, so I would say hugely them two for giving me that.
Waiting on you.
my turn.
Give me enough time.
Sounds cliche, but my kids. My kids have been like a why and a driving force of me like wanting to do good in business and just good for myself. And if I'm doing good for myself, then I'm doing good for my kids as well. I went through a divorce. At the same time I went through a divorce, I lost my job in the same month. And I think that, you know, as much as people say, "Oh, my kids saved my life," no, like my kids actually really did save my life, because I could have went under, and I decided to take what I had and use it to my power.
Feel it.
And you know, what am I gonna do for my kids? Like, what am I gonna be able to do for them? And it was to be the best co-parent that I could be. Shout out to all the people who don't have drama, and don't have drama, you know, in general. And granted, you could still have discussions and heated whatever, but you know, learning how to co-parent for them, and learning how to maneuver yourself like a boss, and teach your kids that there's more to life. I feel like it forced me to learn how to sell plates so I can have extra money and not be forced to, you know, be a product of the system. And you know, when I took a step back and I was like, all right, what do I do? What's consistent? What have I always done? I don't want to do healthcare anymore, and I lost my healthcare job. And it was like, you know, I'm gonna go to hospitality. So I went to college. So while I was in college, you know, I learned how to I got my degree, 18 credits a semester, 2 semesters in a row, selling plates of food on Fridays. And that's how I built my clientele before I actually got started and became this like business person. At some point I got just as busy as your dad did, you know, just bringing them to the restaurant or whatever. So that's why like even taking this step back is like is huge for me, because my kids have been at the restaurant for hours on end, but I wouldn't see them. They order whatever food they wanted under my name and take their food and go back upstairs, and that was my quality time with them, but it really wasn't. So like, you know, there you have it, like what that kid actually goes through. And so like me being able to take my power back, with like even just closing the restaurant, like, you know, opening it up kind of for them, but at the same time closing it up for also them as well. You know, part of my reasoning and stuff, and to kind of give them that power back and be able to go do things with them and pay more attention to them and what they're going through. And life isn't as easy as when we were kids. When we were teenagers, things was easy. When I was a teenager, because I'm older than all y'all, so, you know, well then, like you guys, like me, AJ, we're closer, but, you know, being able to kind of go through that, you know, like when we were younger, it was a lot easier. There wasn't social media, there wasn't, you know, these apps and all the rest of this stuff or whatever, and so it's so much harder. So being able to be more involved in their life and stuff. So like they've saved my life in more than one way. And they continue to do so because they're my focus. So me being able to keep them as my focus has helped me have them continue to save my life because, you know, I'm going to keep pushing forward and doing the most for them. And I'm never going to actually give up. I'm going to just continue to create and build a legacy for them because they've given me that.
I feel like a lot of people don't realize that sometimes addition is subtracting. I'm adding to my life by taking something out, whether it's a person, whether it's the job you were working at. Some people might look at it like, oh, I lost my... No, you didn't lose your job. You just, God had a better plan for you. He knew this wasn't going to work out. And then before you know it, the next job that you have is way better than the last job. Better hours.
Yep.
So...
That's what people don't... They don't get that part.
And we're going to end it like we did last week.
Lesson or a blessing?
A lesson or a blessing that you learned this week.
I'm already ready.
You already ready? Start
I'm ready to.
Lesson.
Oh, you guys want to start over there? She's ready.
Yeah. You want to start first?
Ladies first?
Yep.
Ladies first.
Right,
Lesson this week is a crazy week for me. Probably one of the biggest weeks of my life. Lesson learned. People who say they're for you, they're not really for you. Lesson learned. I don't have as many friends as I thought I did. I don't have as many family members as I thought I did. Blood don't mean shit, and friendship don't mean shit either. And blessing that I learned is that there are people who will come. There are people that will come out of the woodworks and bless you. There are strangers that are out there rooting for you. There are strangers that are want the best for you that you have been blinded to. So lesson this week would be the amount of love that I actually didn't realize that I actually had. Those would be my lessons this particular week.
Blessings I'm going to go with. I set up my life to make a lot of money this summer. So this week just started, you know, some flow of incomes. So that's going to be a blessing. Thank God.
Hey.
It's a new month.
And lesson is social media can make or break you. You know, you can make money off it. You can go viral. You can be famous. But at the same time, you can disappear into the social media life, into your room, and not really chill with people like we're doing here on the podcast for social media. But the podcast situation here with a group of people is completely different than doing a podcast by yourself or maybe.
I'm going to go blessing for me. I'm going to go, you know, it was raining all week, but then there was, 2 nice days, if I'm not mistaken? So we did like a cookout for both of those days, and when you sit back, you're having a, you know, like a cold drink, and you look around and the whole family's talking, laughing, smiling, whatever. You see the kids jumping in the trampoline, and you're like, yo, life is good.
Yep.
So,
yeah, mine is a little bit of both, lesson and blessing. I feel like growing up, I had a bunch of cousins that were very close to my age. I have fucking aunts close to my age, like literally like 3-4 years apart from, like it's crazy. So I didn't really have an older person that was still young that advice go to, you know, somebody to like really look up to. Everyone was like either an adult or my age. There was no really like in between. And I feel like right now I'm in a blessed position where I have cousins that are so much younger than me. I have siblings that are far, but they still look at me as young. And I only say this because I had my girl's nephew who was like 6 or 7, but I've been in his life since he was like 6 months old. He stayed at my crib for the week. And it was like a blessing to kind of like give him that fun place to just be like get away from home and stuff like that. And I just thinking about it, my lesson behind that would be like, be that person for these kids that you kind of wish you had. You know, he was like little simple stuff. He asked me at like 10:30 at night, "Can I have a Pop-Tart?" Yep, go ahead. You know, I didn't want to be that strict. Like, no junk food. I was like, "Yep, go ahead." But even from my sister, like I had to send her a text like, "Yo, you know, anytime you want to stay over, I got you. You know, you're good here." Like, just because you never had that. So I feel like the blessing is just being in a position to bless others.
Like that. And like that,